So in between streams, I was looking through the squad. Now, one of the issues that we have here is, and it was debated last time on stream, if it's actually a rule or not. But in Football Manager, at least, the rule is we can't have more than 5 non-EU players in the matchday squad, essentially. And you can't actually see the foreign symbol here, which is frustrating. When we go to tactics, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3 players in the first team right now that I've sort of built who are non-European foreign players. If we scroll down, basically everyone else who's not in the matchday squad is a foreign player. So we've got Kacharaba, who's a centre-back, a very good centre-back at that. He's a foreign player. Modesto is a foreign player. Dukanovic is a foreign player. Gay is a foreign player. Urban isn't, but he's not very good, so he's not on the bench, basically. Kor, a striker, foreign player. Popovic, a keeper, foreign player. Nemeth, a goalkeeper, not a foreign player, actually. He's not very good. Leandro Felipe, who was going to be our number one goalkeeper, is a foreign player, so he's going to have to be dropped in favour of other people. Barrow, a left wing back, is a foreign player, and then Gargu and the other Dukanovic also, or Djukanovic I should say, because the D's got the little line through it, foreign players. We've got so many foreign players, so we need to get rid of some of them essentially. Now, we were going to start Leandro Felipe in goal last time out because he's 22 years old, got a bit of potential ahead of him, a Brazilian goalkeeper too, looked quite good, but we said if he's been here a few seasons, we should probably get him gone because he's not actually the best goalkeeper at the club. He's just the guy with the most potential, so we're going to play him essentially. But he's been here for 3 seasons, as you can see, not really played for the club at all in reality. So I think we're going to try and move him on, and instead we're going to be playing the German goalkeeper that we've got, Jan Christoph Bartels, who actually joined them in real life this season as well. So I presume he's joined in real life to be that number 1 goalkeeper. He is the best keeper at the club in Football Manager at least as well. So we'll see how he does. Basically, we need to just sell a lot of these players and hope for the best. And we also need to bring in a few players as well, because a lot of our defenders are foreign players, so we need to sort of improve in that area as well. We've got no defensive midfielders other than Hertz and Oro, so we need more midfielders coming in as well, and we could do with a little bit more attacking depth that isn't foreign players like Dukanovic and Gagua. So we are going to be busy in this stream. It's going to be good fun, I think, and fingers crossed we make everything work out nicely for us. Everyone's match sharp apart from Bartels in goal, so that'll be interesting. See how he does in this. It's a bit risky, isn't it? We're playing Bartels here in the first game of the season. Well, not the first game of the season, the first game of the stream, I should say, and it's against Slovan Bratislava, who are the best team in the country, so that might be risky. There's also currently no one in the sub-3 slot because, quite frankly, we've got all 5 foreign players that we want to play. The best 5 foreign players are in the matchday squad. 3 of them are starting, and we've got 2 of them on the bench. The other players who aren't non-EU are a really crap goalkeeper and a really crap striker. 2 actually crap strikers, to be fair. Urban, he's not getting our first team or doing much at all. I think he's just here because he's Slovakian, basically. So we're not going to see much of him at all. And then also the same guy with this Slovakian. He's a little bit better, actually, a little bit more physical. But at 29 years old, we should probably look to try and get him on and move him on a little bit as well. In terms of budget, we've got £400,000 to spend. Not a lot in the wage budget, though. And there are a few free transfers that I've kind of like spotted already, just looking through a few things. So actually, we should maybe adjust this wage budget. Not the scout budget, sorry. Adjust the transfer and wage budget and maybe just put a little bit more into the wages here. So we've got a little bit more to spend on that kind of thing when we look through a few players and stuff like that. There's a few people that have caught my eye. We've got scouts all over the place. If we have a familiarise ourselves again, if we go to recruitment focuses, we've got three recruitment focuses. We've got one guy just going around Central Europe. He's found a few players already who he reckons could be quite good. We've got Northern Europe where we are working on some players right now. We've then got one called Close to Home, KISS, which is just a few countries dotted around as like Romania, Bosnia. Oh, this is the country they're playing in. I say Nigeria is not close to home, but he's playing in the Czech Republic. No. Maribor. That's Slovenia, sorry, playing in Slovenia. So looking around those leagues as well. And then we've got some bloke called, a scout report, called Going Ham Around Europe. We've just got our best scouts going all over Europe, looking at everything, and he's finding players from, we've got Dinamo Minsk in, that's Belarus, right, Belarus, yeah, Minsk, to Manchester United, to Turkey, to Norway. He's all over the place. He is going ham around Europe, just finding players. So there are scout reports right now. If you're interested, all we've done on these essentially is, I mean, for this guy, all we've done is just say we're looking for 2-star current ability at least, 3-star potential ability at least, and we can filter out from there, and then players between 23 and 15 scouting around Europe. For the other ones, we just picked individual countries and the regions as well. Ongoing scout recruitment focuses as well, so they just keep doing it forever and ever and ever, and hope for the best essentially. So that's what we're sort of doing right now. That's how we're going to find some players. And that's how I'm feeling that we're going to try and improve the team before the transfer window slams shut at the end of August. Let's double check that. Oh, transfer window closes on the 7th of September. Interestingly, we have a bit of a longer transfer window maybe, for whatever reason. I don't really know why that's the case. I don't know. I don't think we'll fall at the first hurdle. In fact, I think we're just getting into our Streda. I love it! Oh, I love it! What a great sentence. That's fun. Would you recommend changing tactics after 3 promotions in a row now in the Championship and really struggling? Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe keep that one as a trained tactic. It clearly works, but you might need something that's a bit more defensively sound to survive in the Championship for a season or two before you get the players in to play that system again, I would imagine. Interesting thing about DSC's European football ban is that it's technically only for this season, but the reason for the ban isn't fixed. There's a chance they could be banned over and over again. Is it the dual owners, did we say last stream? I think dual owners is probably what it was, right? With my first ever European campaign with Slovak team Trenčín, I got all the way to the round of 16 in the Conference League with teams around me such as Newcastle, Tottenham, Nice and Roma. Not bad going. Hopefully we can do the same today, but as I say, with Shakhtar Donetsk coming up, it's going to be quite difficult. I think for this game, in that lonely available sub-3 spot, we'll just bring on a goalkeeper just in case. It is the Slovakian goalkeeper we're going to have to bring on. And you can see from the star rating, he's not very good at all. We're going to have to try and sell a few of these players, I think. We'll get round. In fact, we could start offering them out now, actually, before this game, maybe. Starting with Leandro Felipe, I think he's got to go. Because we're going to get some money for him. Up to £300,000, that would be quite nice. So let's ask the agent about market interest. We are keen to sell him. No one wants to buy him. Okay, well in that case, offer via transfer room. Let's put an unspecified transfer fee on there and offer him out to clubs and just see if anyone bites on that bit of information. He would be quite good to get rid of. I mean, I'd quite like to keep Taras Kaczaraba. He's one of the better players at the club. He's just a foreign player and he's not going to fit in the team very well. We also have to remember we are hiding players on the screen who are not at the club right now. We've got a lot of players on loan at other places. In January, we are going to get back Pablo Ortiz, who we decided is the best centre-back we've got at the club. He's just on loan at Houston Dynamo until January. I believe there's not a clause in his loan deal, is there, to... No, there's no... No, so he won't be sold to them. He will come back to be our player. So actually, if we hide again, not at the club, to just reduce the list a little bit, maybe the 30-year-old Ukrainian... Which is interesting because I thought Ukraine were in the EU, but I guess they're not. So there we go. He's got 3 caps for them as well. Valued quite highly. Let's go to the transfers. Ask market about the interest. We're keen to sell him. No one really wants to buy him. Again, it's always difficult to sell in the first transfer window in a new save and Football Manager. So I don't really think we're going to get them gone. It might take until January to get a few of these guys gone. And we will see. Modesto, the Brazilian left back, is not particularly good. I don't really know why he's here. He was in the B team, I think, wasn't he? So I think what we'll do is, again, ask agent about market interest. We've actually got 3 left backs as well. No one wants to buy him, obviously. And he's a third choice of the left backs. So, again, we'll just transfer list, hope for the best on these kind of things. This 18-year-old at Burkina Faso, you can probably stay. Just because you've got some potential, you might be okay. Non-EU player, but you know, he's a player we could use at some point. And then these guys like 20, 19, 20, I mean, they're not very good. In fact, I might just move to the under-19s for now to just forget about them. Because especially the 2 strikers, I mean, they're EU players, aren't they? They're Slovakian. Oh, you're just terrible. I think we just try and transfer, ask agent about market interest. Again, no one wants to buy him. Transfer, offer via transfer room, transfer list. Go. But the other 3 players, I reckon, just move them to the under-19s for now and forget about them for now. Forget about them for now. Anyone notice that intermediaries don't work at the moment? They do work. I've had them. I've had success with that in other videos when I'm trying to sell some players in rebuilds and challenges and stuff like that. So they do work. At least for me, they've worked. I don't know. Not every time, obviously, because that would be weird, but they do work. The whole Ukraine-Russia conflict started partly because of discussion of them joining the EU. Ah, okay, I understand. So I guess it wasn't a surprise then. Also, what are your club predictions and what do you need to do to not get fired? I might try the DAX. If we go to club and we go to expectations down here, that's support expectations. Wait. Oh, it's up here. I clicked on the wrong thing, isn't it? No, is that right? Club vision? Honestly, I can't say I've actually looked for it since... Oh, club vision is right there, obviously. So be competitive in the Europa League. They're pretty pleased so far with us getting to the third qualifying round. They want us to qualify for the Europa League, so we've got to finish in the top 3 this season and then challenge for the Cup as well. At no point in the future have they said you have to win the league title, which is a bit unambitious, I'd say. They're just happy with the top 3 finish. But it is required, so it's going to be, if we don't get Europa League football, that could be a little bit of an issue for us. And it says a little strange. Really? I've tried to use it, and even when a player has handed a transfer request, it just says you need to speak to the player about leaving, and that's all it does. Interesting. Now, I've used it, to be fair, for me. But yeah, they don't work, 99% of the time. They shouldn't do. They should only work. At most, I'd say 50% of the time. I don't know. Depends on the players, I suppose. But it'd be interesting. It'll be interesting. Also, Slovak national teams for cheap under 19s and 21s. Good point. We'll look at that later on. I think now we've sort of got over the admin. We've looked at the team. We've looked at the players. We've looked at players we're trying to sell, haven't we, actually? As for the first team, this is kind of the 11 that I think I want to be playing this season. Again, in between streams, I went through, had a look at them all. I think we sort of said in the last stream, these are the sort of players that are going to be in the team, and I sort of just confirmed that after the stream, looking through it yesterday and things like that. Mateta Pepper is probably not the best player through the middle in the attacking midfield position, but he's got 5-star potential, and he's only 19 years old. So I want to play him. He's the wonder kid of the team, essentially. He's also got a great name, Rabi Mateta Pepper. Fantastic name. So I want to see how he does. But Ramadan and Gruber, the best players in the team. Truce is the best striker. I mean, all the best players here are the best players in their positions. Bettino might be the only person who's maybe not the best player in his position. He is from the Ivory Coast, but he has... I don't know, maybe he's a foreign player. Yeah, just Ivorian. So maybe he's a foreign player. Maybe I forgot about that. Anyway, he's also got 5-star potential, so I'm very keen on playing him as well. Bringing Dekanovic in at AMC would mean dropping at one of the foreign players that we've got in the lineup as well. The foreign player rule is really going to mess with me a little bit. But you're right, I guess we could. Oh no, yeah, we've got Victor Dekanovic, who's more left-sided but can play through the middle maybe. We can swap the Dekanovic's over, can't we? It should be okay. Anyway, let's get into the first game of the stream, shall we? We've dilly-dallied enough. Let's go to this match. Slovan Bratislava, the toughest game of the season, potentially. They are the favourites for the title. They've won it for the last, 6 years in a row or something silly like that. And we are away from home as well. So this is going to be a really tough game. Pick up from where we left off last time out, because we won 5-1 in our first game of the season. And here we are, coming out onto the pitch in Bratislava. I really wanted to go to Bratislava last season to watch them play in the Champions League on my Champions League adventures. But their games are all sold out virtually instantly to season ticket holders and things like that, as it should be, right? So never got a ticket for Slovan Bratislava, frustratingly, so I'll have to go and try and see them again at some point in the future. Although, I'm now a Dunajská Streda fan. I've got the shirt to prove it, so maybe I shouldn't be going. Maybe if I go to Slovan Bratislava to watch a game, it has to be in the away end when they play Dunajská Streda, I would imagine. Not a bad effort to start the game off there. 4 minutes in, winning a corner from distance. So yeah, this is going to be the toughest game of the season. If we win this, I reckon we've got a really good chance of winning the title. Lose this, then I think Europa League football is probably on the cards. I think if we, Slovan Bratislava are probably going to win most of their games this season, right? They are expected to do so. They've won the title for the last 6 years in a row for a reason. Oh, yeah, sorry, I switched to broadcast. Yes, I will do, sorry. It was filming stuff for videos earlier, so that's why it's on tactical. Yes, we'll switch to broadcast. Apologies. Same foreign rule as the rigid rules in Slovakia. I was doing a Pentagon challenge in FM24 and was in South Africa, and they had a foreign rule, but I abused it. We got to, yeah. Basically, this means now if we get foreign players into the club, what we have to do is make sure they are the best players at the club. Like the best 5 players at the club have to be, I guess, like South American Brazilians at this point. Oh my word, we have taken the lead. The lead? The lead. Yes, I said league, I meant lead. Trusa gets on the end of a cross there. I wasn't particularly watching closely, so Hertz puts the ball over towards Andreas Gruber. And Gruber, first time, just sort of like hoofs it into the 6-yard area. And Trusa capitalises on a slow defender and the keeper not claiming that in his 6-yard area. The keeper should have done so much better there. But 28 minutes in, we've taken the lead away from home against Slovan Bratislava. Bratislava might spot me a media ticket one day, but if I was doing a video on it. If I did another Champions League journey, that's something I'd look at. I only got the one media pass, actually, when I did the Champions League. I maybe should have fished for more of them, really. In the league phase, potentially. In the knockouts, I don't think I would have been given a media pass in the slightest, I don't think. I'd never have got one for the final, obviously, that kind of stuff. But I did get one for the round. It was a playoff knockout round. It was Sporting versus Dortmund. And it's the weirdest connection in the world. It's so funny as, we've just avoided conceding there off the post from Slovan Bratislava, cleared. So, remember 18 months ago or so, it was the Football Manager FIFA E World Cup. I did that. I was part of a team with Jack on Team England, and we had to manage Sporting Lisbon, or Sporting Club de Portugal, sorry, in our group. And so every team that was there, so there was a Brighton, a Sporting Club de Portugal, what was it? There was a Japanese team there as well, but I can't remember what they were called, and Dinamo Zagreb. The Japanese team's going to really annoy me. Kawasaki Frontale, I think it was. I'm pretty sure. Either way, every club sent a representative from their club. So Sporting sent their I think it was the technical director or sporting director of the youth team. It was one of the big big honchos in the academy essentially. They sent him along, and then me and Jack both connected with him on LinkedIn. And then when the Champions League came around and they got to the knockouts, I messaged him on LinkedIn saying, "Can I get a media pass, please?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So that's how I got my connection for the media pass there, essentially, which was very funny. So it's about who you know, not what you know, a lot of the time, isn't it? And that was certainly a case of who you know in that sort of thing. 60 minutes on the clock, and Slovan Bratislava are coming forwards, although Oro has done well to defend that one. Clearance actually makes it to Trusa, and now we've got numbers going forwards. Ramadan is through. Ramadan! Come on! You love to see it. 2-0 up here, away from home. Oh, fellas. The counter-attack there was superb. The defending, you see, before the highlight, the replay shows it actually, but the defender missed his header, so the ball fell through to Trusa to play it then through to Ramadan, and he finished his one-on-one opportunity. Oh, this is a good sign, isn't it? Look at the match stats. I did not look at the match stats before this as well, by the way. That's insane. We are dominating Slovan Bratislava. Trusa 8.1 rating as well. 20 minutes or so to go. Let's make some changes here as well then. So, I am the most confidence I have is in the attackers on the bench. So your Gagua, Dukanovic and Redzic. They're probably the best players outside of the starting 11 right now. Blasco is an 18-year-old centre midfielder who I think has got potential. When he plays in the deeper right, he wants to be a deep line playmaker. Okay. And he's okay as a... Oh, yeah, sorry. He's not. Yeah, we play with double DMs, don't we? We don't move these guys forwards. It's Matata Pepper who moves back, isn't it? So he's got to stay here as a deep line playmaker and then a DM. He's not the best at being a DM. His tackling's not brilliant. His position... Look, he's not great at defending, but he's good as a playmaker. He's not that great at all, is he? But I want to bring him off the bench and give him a bit of game time because he's got only 3-star potential, actually. Maybe we shouldn't be quite so excited about him. But we'll bring him on anyway. Change that midfield around a little bit. We've also got this guy called Tubali, who's a Hungarian 20-year-old. He's got a little bit more, actually, potential ability about him. And he's a little better defensively. So maybe we'll change that midfield duo around, get the experience off, bring on 2 youngsters and kind of hope for the best there as well. Djukanovic does need to come on. I think after he's got his goal there, Ramadan, who's a bit tired, should come off the pitch here as well. We'll make those 3 changes for now and hopefully see the game out. S with the V on top of it is a shut sound. Okay, I'll try and remember that. Karol Blaszko. I've got it. I'll try and remember that. Close. 20 minutes to hold on here. 20 minutes to hold on. Congrats on the engagement. When will you be here for the Lincoln podcast then? Or when will I be on the Here for the Lincoln podcast again? I will be on the Here for the Lincoln podcast again soon, actually. They did say to me, let's get you on again at some point and talk Lincoln City. So I think in the next couple of weeks or so. I think the plan is the week when Lincoln don't have a game because of the FA Cup, because we got knocked out of the FA Cup. Trusa? This is a drubbing. This is insane. We have inadvertently built an incredible tactic here, by the way. And Trusa has just made it 3-0 away from home against Slovan Bratislava. You know what? I'm feeling confident now about this this game against Shakhtar Donetsk. I'm feeling so confident. Wow. And we've just won the ball back there with Djukanovic. Vaquero. The new... see, I do regret bringing Vaquero in. We brought him in on for like £20,000, but he's Argentinian. So he is a foreign player. We sold a Spanish left back. This is all before we realised it was a foreign player rule. So we shot ourselves in the foot there a little bit. We did make a lot of money about that. With that deal, we sold a player for like 140, signed him for about, I think it was £30,000 actually, 29,000. That rings a bell. So we made a lot of money out of it. But we have now got a foreign player in the team that has to play because he's basically the only good left back that we've got. We've got 3 of them. They're not that good. He's the best one, but Trusa is maybe the best player in the team. Holy moly! Raby Mateta Pepper with the assist here, and it's 4-0. Slovan Bratislava are no more the big team in Slovakia. Wow. Trusa for Ballon d'Or. I completely agree with you on that. Bartel's put in some decent saves as well. On a 7.1 rating, has had to make a few decent ones. For no match sharpness in him, he's played very, very well against what is meant to be the best team in Slovakia. But we have shown today they are nothing on us. Absolutely nothing on us. Huge. Slovan Bratislava 0, Dunajská Streda 4. Well done, a fantastic win for us there. Hardest part of keeping Trusa out of PSG's hands. That's true. That's true. We go top of the table after 2 games. And to answer your question in the chat, if we get the music going again. First leg against Shakhtar is at home. Second leg is away. So, I mean, I'd say we need to make it count. But we've won 5-1 at home against Spartak Trnava, and then 4-0 away from home against Slovan Bratislava. We did better away from home in the second qualifying round. So who knows? Who knows? There's a transfer... Oh, okay. There is a bit... Oh, Cultural Leonessa wants to buy Kacharaba for £74,000. He's valued at about 180. Can we negotiate? We can't negotiate it. Do we just say yes, chat? Because I'll be honest, he's just probably not going to play, and he's a big earner at 1.5k. I think we just accept it and just take the money at 30 years old. So he's not one of the 5 foreign players, bringing a solid Slovak, or just any European really at this point, or EU player. Chat saying yes, accept the offer. Off you go to Cultural Leonessa. We'll have a look at some transfers in a couple of days' time. Yes, you're right. Shakhtar are a better team. Let's not get too confident about it, but I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. No bids for the other players coming in frustratingly, though. Oh, look. News item here. If we manage to beat Shakhtar Donetsk, we get a much easier draw. Hibs or Arat Armenia from Armenia, you would assume. Yes, they are Armenian. Okay. Yes, if we beat Shakhtar, we do have quite a nice draw. Hibs are probably better than I'm giving them credit for, but I reckon we could do a job against them, you know. I reckon we could do a job against them. Okay. Game in a couple of days' time. Let's have a quick look before this game at some players we could look to bring in potentially. See who we've got. Yeah, not sure how good Shakhtar's attack is, actually. Before we look at that, let's have a quick look. I assume this is their first game they're playing, though, actually. Oops, wrong thing. They lost... Oh, they lost to Levski Sofia in the Europa League. That feels like quite a shock. And then they beat Beitar Jerusalem. They only just beat them, though. Oh, chat. We've not got the Ukrainian leagues loaded up here, but they've not had a great start to the season. And I reckon they're there for the taking. They are there for the taking, aren't they? As long as Marlon Gomez doesn't go crazy on us and Pedro Henrique. They've got some decent players, haven't they? But, I mean, come on. That's not bad. Right, recruitment, player database. We're looking for just players that we've got scouted out at the moment. And we're looking for EU nationals as well here. So there's 62 players that have been scouted. And these are players who are interested or could be persuaded into a transfer for us. And I'll be honest, I don't think Sirigu is really the player that we need. These 3 old Italians, I appreciate them being scouted out here. This French goal. I mean, to be fair, Benoit Costil, if we're going to compare him to Jan-Christophe Bartels, he actually probably is better, to be fair. But at 38 years old, I don't want to, you know, he'll decline quickly. I don't think it's sensible. Vukanovic is a 3-star agent. Where is he, Vukanovic? 3.5 stars. Vukanovic. Oh, there he is. I see. Oh, okay. Niko Vukanovic. German centre-back. Yes. You know what? Oh, left-footed as well. That's handy. We've only got 1 left-footed centre-back in at the moment, who is probably our best centre-back, so we'd have to play with 2 left-footers maybe. Just got drums of the Premier League and I told my girlfriend she hung up on the phone. Well, I also would do that as well, but that's more to do with Grimsby. I appreciate the achievement, but Grimsby is not the one. 17 aggression, get him into the team. I think he's worth it. On a free transfer, actually, it's probably quite handy. Who do we say our best? What's the name of our best centre back? It is Nemanic. So if we compare him to Nemanic, oh yeah, he's better than Nemanic, isn't he? Looking at this comparison, so that's and he's younger. With okay, right. Ask agent about availability. We're interested. Oh, the issue is going to be the wage here. The issue is going to be the wage. Can you bring the wage down? They can. To 3.1 to 4.1. Our top earner right now. Our top earner right now is on 5k. That's Hans Gruber. And given that he'd end up being the best centre-back at the club, I guess that kind of is within what we're sort of paying players. No, maybe that's not awful. We did adjust our wage budget early, didn't we? So we have got 3.1k to spend on wages. We can adjust it further if we need to. So if we go back to the player database, there he is. Actions, approach to sign. Let's just say regular starter. He's happy with that. He wants 3.8. Okay, he wants a yearly wage rise of 10%. Let's get rid of that wage rise. And a sell on percentage fee. I don't like that as well. Which means he won't really take it. In fact, he wants the wage to go up, won't he, now, because of that. So let's see what he says. 4.3. We can get it to 3.8. Oh, well, that was easy. 3.8 it is. That's basically what he wanted to start, wasn't it? He's one of the higher earners, but I think it'll be worth it. The only slight downside here, though, is that he'd play alongside Nemanic, who is also left-footed. Bettino, right-footed. I mean, it's not the worst problem to have in the world, is it? It should be okay. Oh, crap. You know what we've not done? We can't change the squad registration for the Europa League, I think. So Bartels, who wasn't registered anyway, can't now play the next game. We've got to bring back in Leandro Felipe. Now, we will be able to change it if we make it to the league phase, but Leandro Felipe, who is transfer listed, luckily no one's put a bid in for him just yet because that would have been dangerous. Oh, God, okay. Well, changes will have to be made to the lineup here a little bit. A few of the other players not registered on the benches. Oh, God. We can't do it right this second. Registration has closed, so we can't do it just this second. Or maybe we can do it prior to the first leg. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Recruitment. Back to the player database then. So, Niko Vukanovic we're looking good at. There's a couple of the players here with 5-star potential who are quite young, but they're not that good right now. We probably need players coming into the team who can sort of like do something this second. Specifically in the midfield as well. Non-EU though. Oh no, the filter is EU nationality. So you must have a second nationality. 37. Oh, he's 37 years old, so I'm not really keen to bring him in. Oh, he's Greek as well. Okay. I'm not overly keen on bringing him in. Christian at Dinamo Bucharest could be good, although he's valued very highly. I don't think we'll be able to afford him. Look, we'll wait for a few more scouts to come in. If we change this to not considered, that opens it up massive, doesn't it? There's loads of players who just don't want to join us. Why do you want to join us, fellas? What's wrong with us? Why wouldn't you be bothered to join us? Like Arthur, well, he's actually quite expensive. So we got look, Abdoulaye Kamara, you're cheap. You do deep line playmaker well. Abdoulaye Kamara looks good. He just doesn't want to join us, apparently. We'd be keen. He's only just joined his new club. Okay, well, fair enough, Abdoulaye Kamara. I understand. Oh, he is. Oh, yeah, Guinea. Oh, no, because we've got the filter on, haven't we? We've got the filter on for EU, so he must have... Oh, he's French as well. French as well. That's good then. Abdoulaye Kamara. Yeah, reputation is going to be a big thing here, isn't it? A big thing for us. Look, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. Transfer only. Let's move to doubtful, because that's probably gives us one extra player, I think, from the 5. We'll come back to this. We've got one guy coming in. Yeah, we don't appreciate the Conference League. A real issue, isn't it? A real shame. Nick Zabukovnik. Nick Zabukovnik. Maybe I spelled his name wrong. Was he on the recruitment thing beforehand? Oh, this guy, Mark. I don't know why I wasn't coming beforehand. Mark. Issue here could be expensive. Oh, but he is good, isn't he? He is quite good. A star player for the division. Right. Ask agent about availability. We're interested. Yeah. The fact. Oh, and his wages as well. Okay, the wages aren't going to be good here. That's just not going to work for us. Look, we're in no rush just yet. We've got like a month, haven't we? We've got like a month. Oh, God. Okay, right. Now we've got to... What I'm going to do, first and foremost, is... save this team selection as one, so we can just quickly get back to it for the league. Because Bartels has got to come off here for Leandro. And then... Oh, there's no non-EU rules here, though, are there? Ah, so... Okay, so... You get on the bench then, because we need a left back on the bench probably. We'll get the other Dukanovic on there as well. And... Oh, Nemeth is unregistered, so the only other player there is Popovic, actually. Oh, no, the centre-back. We'll bring the centre-back on, who's going to be leaving the club soon anyway. Let's cup tie him. Let's cup tie him so he can't play for whoever he's going to sign for. I don't think Cultural Lesser are in the Europa Conference League or anything like that. Capanadze is slightly tired, but I think you've got to play this one, fella. We're going to need you. In fact, oh yeah, because Yappy, the right back, is... What we need to do as well, because you're also non-EU, aren't you? I know you're French, you can play in the league, that's fine. Okay, we'll play in the league. 9 subs from a possible 12. I guess you can come on the bench if you want to, fella. Pop. Can I just... Oh, there, I have to press that one. Okay. No one else can come on the bench, though, because they're all unregistered. So let's go to the match with 10 subs. Let's go. Address for team. Carry on performance into this match from your last game and we'll do well. Everyone seems motivated by that. Here we go. Dunajská Streda taking on Shakhtar Donetsk. Marlon Gomez is the only name I sort of... And Pedro Henrique, but I don't think it's Pedro Henrique I was thinking of because I'm pretty sure he's not a left back the guy I was thinking of. Europa League music. Conference League music. Sponsored by Decathlon. Bet they love this branding, don't they, in the game? It's so interesting, though, when they have video games like this, though, and they've got the license for the Europa League. But I'm sure part of that, they'll have to go to Decathlon and say, by the way, fellas, is it okay? And Lidl, do you like how the branding looks in the game? Like, they'll have to speak to all of these people, I reckon. It's my understanding of how a licensing deal kind of works. I could be completely wrong, but... Because Enterprise are clearly a Conference League sponsor, right? So are Lidl and Decathlon. So they must have to talk to them about it, I would imagine. I let my assistant manager do the training for me because I'm too scared to touch it myself. I'm too scared. Yeah, to be fair, good academy players, that would be quite handy, actually, maybe, at some point. Yeah, and now I'm starting to think about a little bakery and... yeah, I am thinking about it. Right, we're on the attack here at home. We've got to make our home leg count here as there is a bit of a kit clash here with the yellow and orange. But I guess they're with black stripes and with blue stripes. I mean, with dark stripes. Gruber. Oh my word, 10 minutes in. Maybe it would work in our favour because maybe the Shakhtar players there could not tell a difference between the two kits. And we have managed to take an early lead here. As Vaquero, the Argentine left-back, finds Gruber. The keeper really should have done better there, if I'm honest with you. The keeper had a bit of a mare. But we've taken the lead here against the Ukrainians. I don't want to get too excited just yet. There's a long way still to go. 170 minutes still to go. Or 167, I guess if we're being pedantic. But Ramadan, Trusa, Hertz... Back to Gruber. This is beautiful passing. And then we've got Capanadze playing a great ball into Gruber. It's 2! It's 2! Trusa again. Chat, why are we so good? How are we this good? This shouldn't be happening, right? I mean, let us not forget, actually, that Shakhtar, in their previous round, they won a game 4-0 at home and then lost the away... No, they won the home leg 3-0, but then lost 4-0 away from home, was it? And they did something similar in the Europa League first qualifying round as well. And they are dangerous. Leandro Felipe doing pretty well there. Third qualifying round this. Third qualifying round. Just a brilliant manager, Tom. That's why. Look, I'll take the plaudits. I feel like I deserve it. You know, understandably, I think I deserve the plaudits for that one. Okay. Newaton. Ball forwards. Bationo intercepts and Capanadze now looking to bring it out from the back. They've got 2 injuries already. Insane. Okay, we'll keep tabs on that. Gruber. Oh, it's a great ball. That's a great ball. Truce is insane. Truce is genuinely insane. Forget Erling Haaland. There's no way. There's no way I'd want... It's 21 minutes into the game, fellas. Not even offside. I mean, I thought I might have been offside there, but apparently not. Yeah, keeper injured and a centre... And yeah, it was that centre-back that he took advantage of, wasn't it? That centre-back couldn't keep up with him. Give the man a statue. God, imagine we beat Shakhtar Donetsk. Imagine we do that and then we lose to bloody Hearts or Hibs, whoever it was. Hibs of all teams. Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves because Shakhtar are coming forwards right now. And that is... Okay, we've been very fortunate there. Very fortunate to not concede. Truce with 2, Gruber with the other, and he's got 2 assists as well. Gruber on a 9.5 rating, Truce on an 8.5. Wow, things are looking good for us. And interestingly, this is good for us. Hibs are losing to the team from Armenia. In typical Scottish fashion. Dundee United, also losing to RZ right now. Typical Scottish fashion. Mammoth throw there from the Shakhtar keeper. It's clearly not his arms that are broken when it comes to his injury. It must be something lower body related. But Shakhtar coming forwards. Shved out wide. Puts a great ball through. And there's the first goal. Okay. Okay, let's not get too comfortable. Let's not get too excited. There's still a long way to go in this game and the second leg, of course. Back in Ukraine, or wherever they're playing their games, because they don't actually play their games in Ukraine, do they, at the moment, I don't think. I think last season in the Champions League, when I was looking at matches to go to, I can't remember if it was a qualifying round or in the actual main tournament. I can't remember. But obviously one of the Ukrainian sides were in it and their home game, the home leg was being played in Germany. So I thought, oh, okay, that'd be quite cool to go to that. But tickets were like €200 to start off with. I was like, what? €200 for this? Like, I was not paying it. At least the ones that were left. It was expensive. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that one. If money was no object, I would have done. Because it would have been a cool sort of narrative to do. But money is very much an object. So I did not do that one. Did not do that one. Yeah, the drop off from Rangers, by the way, from how I thought they were going to win the Europa League that season. They were so good, and then not just Rangers, but all Scottish teams in Europe have just like had a horrendous year, haven't they? Horrendous year. Oh my word! Insane. Handbook rings a bell, actually. To be fair. Yeah. What's your job, mate? YouTuber. Playing Foot Manager on YouTube. That's my job. As we have... Again, okay, I think... Is it too early to make subs? I want to just bring on some like extra defensive strength here. Coefficient has plummeted as well. Because they was looking at some point that they were going to get 2 spots directly into the Champions League. Am I thinking maybe Scotland? But obviously, not so much now. Right. I think the shape's working quite well. Oh, Truce has picked up a knock. Potential knee injury. Let's protect him. Grab him off the pitch. Let's bring on both Dukanovic brothers here as well. Let's try and just rest up a couple of these best players. Capanadze a little tight. Did we bring... Oh no, the other right back's not registered, so Capanadze's got to play this game. We'll drop him for the next match to rest him. I might take off Nemanic here on a 6.6 rating and bring on the Ukrainian and see what he can do against his compatriots. Although they're likely all Brazilians, aren't they, in this Shakhtar team? Most likely. Right, 20 minutes or so to go. Capanadze finds one of the Djukanoviches forward to... Oh, he's not offside. Gagua was onside. Okay, okay. Are we sure about that? I mean, that is so... I mean, I'd love to see... I'm happy with it, obviously, but... 4-1. This it just doesn't quite feel real, this, does it? Another assist for Gruber, by the way. He's on a 10 rating. I don't know why he's on number 9. I did auto numbers, didn't I? Considering he's on the right wing. And I don't think can play striker. Not very well. He is the number 9 of the team, apparently. And I've just seen the match stats as well. They are really, really even. So we've just been incredibly clinical in this game. I don't think it's a case of we've absolutely bossed the game. I think we've just been really clinical. Shakhtar building out from the back. If we hold on to a 3-goal lead, I'm incredibly confident in our ability to not concede 4 goals in, or 3 goals against Shakhtar Donetsk away from home. We just have to keep a 3-goal lead here. Cleared. Good. That's all right then. That's all right. In the meantime, Scotland are going to the World Cup. They are huge. Scott McTominay. Insane, right? So that's exciting. In fact, just before the stream, I was looking at who's qualified for the World Cup already. Oh no, that's a good ball. We didn't need that. Like, they can score goals, clearly. They can score goals, can't they? And if you look at the match stats, it's so even. We've just been really clinical. If they get another, I might cry. Come on, fellas. High press. Let's stop the attack early on, but we can't. Whew. Leandro. Huge save there from the Brazilian. Game ticking away here. Come on, fellas. Let's see the game out here. 4 minutes at a time. I think we've also been quite lucky, remember, that their goalkeeper's got an injury. That probably hasn't helped them much at all. But we take a 4-2 win in the first leg. I mean, that's more than I was expecting. I did not expect us to win this game, if I'm honest with you. So the fact we've come here and won it and done a good job in the process. Also, Hibs lose 4-2 to the side from Armenia. Paul Ayongo gets a late hat-trick in that game. He's someone we might have to look out for potentially then, should we get through to the next round. Trusa out for a game. Probably, I'll tell you what, we'll skip him for the next match. We won't play him in the next league game. We'll save him for the Conference League. Let's not risk aggravating a bruised knee there. It should be all okay. I have him on the bench just in case we need him, maybe. And it should all be okay. Right, game coming up next then. If we look at the league, is against MFK Rozombarok. Any Slovakians in the chat? Am I saying that correctly? Rozombarok. The accent on the R, sorry, on the Z, makes you feel like I've got to roll my Zs or something like that. Ruz, but I can't roll R's or Zs or anything like that, so I don't really No. Is my answer. Scout reports to finish on a few players, though. Follow up in your interest on Mark. No, too expensive. Abdullah Kamara said he didn't want to sign for us anyway, so that's frustrating. There's a Croatian here who is cheap. Our midfielder, okay. 19 years old. Good for this level, could improve a lot. Is more of that defender mould as well, so we sort of back up to the more defensive of the defensive midfielders. The Z should be a J sound. Okay, I'll try and remember that. He's also... How much do they want for him? Oh, he's just joined the club. He's not going to join us then. Okay, we're being teased here by everyone. Ooh, Pablo Moreno, leading player for this division, is a free agent as well. Oh, okay. Oh, and could be... do we need another attacker at this point? Do we need another attacker at this point? God, he's been all over. Pablo Moreno was signed by Man City for £9 million. Was then sold to Maritime. Hang on a second. So you start at Barcelona. You then go to Juventus. Man City sign you for £9 million. And, right, I assume, yeah, the wage demands are going to be excessive here, aren't they? Ask agent about availability. We're interested. Okay, he does not want to join us under any circumstances. Okay. Well, that ends that, doesn't it? Pablo Moreno is not going to be joining us. Nico, we've offered a contract to, haven't we? So, there's a few options there. New Jim Morata, money launderer player. That's true. It was quite rude of him, actually, wasn't it? It was quite rude of him. A real shame. Right. We'll do a little more scouting after the next game against Ruzemberok. Ruzemberok, I think is how we say it. We'll play that game. We will rotate a little bit for this one, just to make sure we get a bit of match sharpness into players and keep our better players ready for this game away against Shakhtar Donetsk. But Nico is going to be joining us. So maybe we get him playing this game, actually, because he won't be registered for the Champions. Oh, the Conference League, sorry. So Nico Vukanovic, get into the club, fella. Let's see what you can do. So that's another defender who's an EU player, which is very handy for us. Send on an intensive language course. And he's arguably the best centre-back we've got at the club now. So that will be handy. Nice reinforcement, it is definitely. So, if we just go back to make sure we've got the team that we want for the league. Manage team lineup, use selection 1. So, Bartel's back in goal. Great. Caponadze needs... A lot of players need a rest now, don't they? So, Yappy, on you come. In fact, you'll play the full 90 minutes. So, Caponadze is going to come off the bench here. And we'll bring on... We'll bring on the Estekanovic. I can't remember his first name. Estekanovic. Stefan. So Stefan and Victor. Remember that. So Stefan will play... Actually, Mateta Pepper's all right. So we might bring Djukanovic off the bench. But the other midfielders need changing. So does the left back, Vaquero. So Barrow will come on for him, I think. Oh, the issue is we just haven't really signed... Do I want to trust the two youngsters? Blashko, and so I guess we're going to have to for this game. We'll just see how it goes. I want to make sure they're rested. Gruber could do with the rest as well, so we'll give Redzic a run out there as well. I'm happy to sacrifice this game potentially so we can rest the star players to get through this really tough game against Shakhtar Donetsk. And we said we've dropped Trusa for this game as well, didn't we, actually? For Gagua. Grigory Gagua. Anyone else want to play some football? Oh, Vukanovic, we said we'd bring you on as well, didn't we? So we'll probably swap you with Nemanic as well. Because I think at the next league game after this, if you're already on a yellow card warning, which is insane, by the way. Oh, no, he's not. He's... one yellow card away from suspension. It's kind of behind my head. It does say 1 yellow card away from suspension there. I click on his name. Discipline. He's not. Okay, interesting. Either way, the point is, the game after this one in the league, if we look at our fixtures, is... oh no, Zelina's a little bit further away. That's fine. Okay, that's all right then. It's a bug. Got a lot of players like that. Okay. In the long run, Nemanja on the right-hand side, yes, I do agree. But Vukanovic, or Vukancic. How are we saying that with the accents, by the way, everyone? Vukancic is my assumption, but I could be completely wrong with that. Croatian as well, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Matt Sharpness lacking for some players, that's fine. We understand that. Nico, you're a centre-back. You can't be number 2 with a centre-back. The centre-back numbers are taken. So we'll just give you 25, why not? Vukancic is correct. Okay, Vukancic is correct. Thank you, chat. Wow, I'm class, aren't I? I'm class. Right, address for team. Let's say we should be winning this game. Let's make sure we do. No one's reacted to that at all in the slightest, so that's okay. We'll chill with that. We'll chill with it. Right. Let's see how we get on with this then. We are in the yellow and blue. Our opponents, Ruzemburok, are in the black and orange by the looks of things. Any other games happening today? No, just one other game. Spartak Trnava, who are one of the better teams in the league. They should be up there with us by the end of the season fighting for the title, so we'll keep an eye on their results as well. Have loads of other games happened? Yes, so other games have happened, although it's not telling us how many, but on the grounds that we aren't top of the table, other games have happened. Zemplin are doing all right. Maybe they're a team that we need to be looking out for potentially. Interestingly. Okay, first highlight of the game, 20 minutes in. The reserves, the backup players aren't quite as direct or incisive early on in games, but we have won possession here. Blashko finds Gagua next to him. Forwards to Ramadan. Mateta Pepper back through to Ramadan. There we go. Thank you, Ramadan. I was about to say I was very disappointed in him there when he hit the post, but no. He followed up his... How they've not cleared that, I've no idea. Ramadan off the post. Right, what is number 6? What? What are those defenders doing, by the way? That's insane. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. Assisting himself. That's how good he is, assisting himself. Or trying to take the assist away from Gagua. Didn't want Gagua to get a decent match rating there, so thought, no, you're not having that rating. I'm going to hit the post, assist myself, and then we'll score. Sadly, he only gets credited with the goal there, not the assist, unfortunately. That's a real shame, isn't it? That's a real shame. So I'm going to be looking for good performances today from Blashko and Taboli. They're the young centre midfielders, both about 18 or 19 years old. I want to see a good game from them as well. Barrow's a young player. Where's he from? Burkina Faso. So these three I'm looking for very good performances from. Half-time, 1-0 up. I mean, we're dominating the game, but 1-0 is always rather nervy. I don't want to see a hint of complacency in your performance. They've gained focus and motivation. Now, that was always the kiss of death in FM24. If you say be complacent, you'd always go and concede a goal. Yeah, you're right. Vukancic is having a really good start to the game. 7.1 rating. And considering they've had nothing, we've seen no highlights in their favour, it must be because of him doing some good defensive work. So a good debut for him. It'll be good when we can get him registered for the Europa League as well, or the Conference League rather, and have him play as well. But in the meantime, Rozenbrok coming forwards. And Bartels makes a really important save there, pushing that one behind for a corner, which isn't on a highlight, thankfully. Gaga was struggling in a 6.4 rating today. Maybe we look to bring him off and just give at the end of this game half an hour to the man who is scoring the goals. If he's on the bench, that is. I can't remember. Bationo should maybe come off as well. He's got to play midweek against Shakhtar Donetsk. We should probably give him a little bit of a rest as well. Meteta Pepper too. And Ramadan. So we'll change the players who are going to be key players for us. Oh, Ramadan. A real shame. So on comes Viktor Djukanovic and Stefan Djukanovic. Let's also bring on to the pitch Trusa for half an hour. Do I want to do that? Not yet, no. I don't want to risk him too much. He's got that knock, remember. And then at the back as well, Bationa's got to come off for... It's got to be Blazek, I guess, because no one else is on the bench. There we go. There are subs to make. FM26 clearly got some issues because Isak and Gyökeres keep scoring past me. Yeah, I mean, Isak's just been terrible this season. I think Gyökeres is showing signs. I think he's got a few goals, hasn't he? But I think Isak's not really working out, is it? Oh, Blaszko. You hate to see it. Over the crossbar. Yeah, nice to see an option other than losing your rag have an effect on the dressing room. That is also true. Because that, yeah, you had to use the same like three, wasn't it? Same three team talks in FM24, and that was it, basically, wasn't it? That was kind of it. I think with 15 or so to go now, Trusa might need to come on here just to try and get us a goal at the end here. I don't feel comfortable with a 1-0. As Yappy gets past his man. The sound, I've realised in games, is quite buggy. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. See, that's just come back in all of a sudden and then gone straight away. It comes in for like 5 seconds, I don't know. So we'll put the music back on in the background. As Viktor Djukanovic, effort blocked behind for a corner. More unique options in player conversations as well. I think they did rework player conversations. I think that was part of what they were trying to do as well with player conversations. Because again, they were very repetitive and the same things would work. I think a lot of the same options are there in some aspects, but I think they are a little... They don't react always in the same way. Like, I don't think players get angry anymore when you say congrats on your first international appearance. I don't think they get angry about that anymore. Although that was hilarious that was the case. Vukancic gets the ball forwards. Djukanovic to Djukanovic. Oh, off the crossbar. A real shame. We're going with the save until we win the Champions League. We're going to win the Champions League with this team. Yes, I think players wanting more money is a known bug and it's something they're trying to fix, to be fair. One of my players wanted to leave, but he's a world-class player, and I said to him, I'm not going to sell you until his release clause is met. And he said, please, I'm begging you for my career. And I folded and sold him. Oh, Minty, you're too nice of a manager. Too nice. I would not have done that myself. I would have held out and kept him against his will. 2 seasons, of course. 2 seasons, yeah, to win the Champions League. A 1-0 win there against Rozenbrok does remind us that we are maybe human. We aren't going to win every game at an absolute cancer. I want to say nice work to everyone there to just try and boost morale. Obviously, a lot of players there with not a lot of match sharpness in the team playing that game. So I think that was probably quite important. And we go back on top of the table. So early doors here. Insane, by the way. 10 goals, 1 against. Although Zemplin are doing a good job with 8 goals and 2 against, as are Prešov. Slovan Bratislava, by the way, 2 losses already this season. And Zelina down there with 2 losses and a draw. Spartak Trnava have not won yet. We could walk the league this season. We could walk the league this season. Who did they lose to? They lost on the opening day to Kamano. And then they lost to Almaty in the they beat Almaty in the Champions League. They won on penalties, sorry. And then they've just beaten Lech Poznan in the third qualifying round of the Champions. So they are virtually... They're guaranteed European football, aren't they? If they're in the third qualifying round of the Champions League, aren't they? Oh, it should be Žilina rather than Zelina. Žilina. Is that what you're saying? Another Hungarian border team, Kamano. Interesting. A lot of good geography in the chat. A lot of good geography. Right. Huge stuff. Let's get ourselves ready for the Shakhtar Donetsk game. We are selling the centre-back. Taras, he's off. £74,000. We brought in a better centre-back than you anyway, who can play more frequently for us because he's not a non-EU player. So Taras, get out of here. See you later. Thanks for all your service, probably. Cultural Leonessa are going to love you, I'm sure. In the second division in Spain. I'm sure he's taken a huge wage rise for that as well. What's he on now, wage-wise? Oh, no, he's actually taken a wage cut by £200 a week. Fair play. He just loves culture. He loves culture. He loves culture. Right, back to recruitment then. It's centre midfielders that we could really do with. This Mark fella wanted way too much money, so we won't be looking to bring him in. Victor. 25-year-old French midfielder. The issue with him is he's going to be worth a lot of money. We haven't got that sort of budget. That's the issue, isn't it? The budget is the issue. These guys are Argentinian. They are showing up on this because they can play in Europe. They've got EU nationality as a second nationality. That's why they're showing up here. I think we just wait a little longer for a few more to come through. Scout reports on centre mids. If we get rid of that. Who else is kind of available right now? Who's good? I mean, all these players are quite good in terms of star ratings. But we also need to make sure their transfer value is low enough as well. We've only got about £250,000 or so to spend. And actually, we're going to have to like adjust the budget a little bit here to make sure we actually have the money to sign some players. So if we go to like £200,000 there, that gives us a bit more on the wage budget, right? Loans are not a bad idea actually as well, to be fair. Let's get rid of scouted players and let's go to loan only interested. And that's the issue. If we sort it by transfer value instead, that could help us. And if we go to loan listed, that makes things a little bit easier for us. I might go loan persuadable. And then actually just look for DMs. So we've got no one scouted out. If we search it by transfer value, I mean, a 17-year-old at Juventus, you would assume is probably a good option. Now, the frustrating thing here, chat, is, and I feel very conflicted by it, because normally when we do like a save like this, we have attribute masking turned off. No, turned on, sorry. But we got confused. We pressed the wrong button, essentially, when trying to do it. And then we have got it turned off, so we can just see everyone's attributes. And I don't feel like... It's not really a big issue, is it, to be fair, but it just feels like there's no point scouting players. But I like the process of scouting players, if I'm honest with you. But I think this kind of shows already that he's not that good, to be fair. And so just because he's valued high doesn't mean he's actually very good right now. So maybe we just give it a little longer. If I can go back to recruitment here. Maybe we give it a little longer. Unless anyone can see a name and you're like, yes, I know this guy's amazing because I've used him personally and he's the best player since sliced bread. But I'm not recognising any names myself. So I'm not too fussed about that just yet. So let's just go back here to any, get rid of a position, and then go to transfer, and then just have the scouted players on there. Oh, that's true, to be fair. That's true, John. It's just very different to how I play when we normally do things like this. I just feel like conflicted by it a little bit. But there we go. You are transfer listed for £825,000, so we can't sign you. You are transfer listed for £700,000, so we can't sign you. There's a lot of players here worth a lot of money, which is annoying. If you were younger, I'd maybe look to try and get one of those guys in, but they're a bit too old here. But again, there's no rush. There's no rush to signing anyone just yet. We could do with a European right back, because we've got, if we go back to quick pick here, manage team, selection 1. We've got a Georgian right back, non-EU, and then the other right back that we've got is, oh, he's French to be fair, so that's actually okay. We're not desperately in need for one of those guys, are we? I think it's maybe like another attacker, because we've got a Georgian and Montenegro, so we could do with another attacker who is European, is what I'm thinking. He's 35, Janko pitch. Not a striker, more of like a wide player is probably what we need. So, you're £700,000. I'm like, yes, you could be amazing. I like how this guy's value is somewhere between £30,000 and 1.2 million. But again, we need more winger rather than striker here. Right winger. We've got a European there. It's the left-hand side and centre that's really probably the, not the issue, but the area that we could improve on to get someone in. Mamadou Sagna. It's very fast, by the way. Oh, but he's expensive. Look, everyone's expensive. It's annoying. Look, things are working out right now. It'll be okay. We'll just wait for the scouts to come out. We've got like a month until the transfer window ends, so we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time to think about all that kind of stuff. Our focus right now has to be on Shakhtar Donetsk. That's where our focus and attention should be. Triple M, mate, good to see you. Welcome in. Bakayoko free agent scouting him on FM Inside. Would he sign for us though? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I just saw that Spurs win the Super Cup. It flashed through. I think they gave PSG a good run for it in real life, though, didn't they? I'm pretty sure. So we need to bring back onto the pitch Leandro Felipe, and then we need to get onto the bench as well. Popovic and Djukanovic and Barrow. Everyone starting has got full condition. Sharpness for Trusso has actually dropped a little bit there, which is frustrating. Look at this, by the way, already. How many games do we play? Oh, you can't see it's behind my head if I scroll down. Here we go. Trusso, 8 goals and 2 assists so far. Insane. Ramadan's got 4. Gruber with 6 assists as well, and Mateta Pepper with 3 assists. The front 4 are working insanely well. We just need to have it work again right now. Away from home against Shakhtar Donetsk. Teams are warming up. Please wait. Away at Shakhtar is going to be so difficult. Address for team. On a good run, let's keep that run going, shall we? Players seem happier, inspired, interested, deep in thoughts. Nothing specific noted for Gruber and Hertz. And no reaction from Ivan. Okay, well, it'll be okay. Yeah, a blue stadium. It looks like we probably are in Hamburg now. It's where they're programmed to play their games, as they have been doing in reality, I think, in Europa League football. Someone said Hamburg. I knew it was Germany somewhere. Let's go. Second leg. 4-2 up on aggregate here. This is massive. Win this, and we're going to have a really, really good chance of making the Conference League proper. We need to keep an eye out on the Hibs score. It is just below my head, but the Armenian... Oh, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Armenia took the lead, and Hibs have already made it 1-1 inside of 10 minutes. Hibs are 4-2 down on aggregate, just like we're 4-2 up on aggregate, so we'll keep tabs on that. I'll let you know the scores when they come through. We're taking a unholy fumble to lose this. I wouldn't say it's an unholy fumble. I'd say Shakhtar are a very decent side who were off their game in the first leg. They have played horrendously away from home, we've seen so far. We looked at their previous games. They've played horrendously away from home, but dominated in their home games. So we can't take for granted our 4-2 lead. That could have easily been a penalty. But the Ukrainians are causing us some issues here in the first 10 minutes. Gruber blocks the pass, but Shakhtar still with it. Cross into the middle. Far post cleared. Ramadan can't hold on to it. Back into the middle. And Shved scores the first goal on the 10-minute mark. 4-3 on aggregate. I'd argue and say he's off. No, I think he's being kept onside there by the right back, if I'm honest with you. Okay. No need to panic, though, everyone. Just don't look at the match stats. And it'll be okay. Oh, God, this is horrendous, isn't it? This is horrendous. This is why I wanted to bring a 3-goal lead, which we had for so long. We considered late on in the home leg, didn't we, to make it 4-2. If we'd kept that 3-goal lead, I'd feel so much more confident. But all they need is one more goal to take the game to extra time at least. And then that's another half an hour to play, which would be tough. Ramadan, ball into the middle. Was offside. What's that highlight even for then? Oh, they're going to continue. They're going to continue the highlights, which must mean something good's about to happen if it's key highlights. Marlon, okay, intercepted. Trusa holds off defenders. Hurts over the top. Mateta Pepper. Oh, Mateta Pepper. Would Stefan Djukanovic have done that? I don't know. Would he have missed that chance? I don't know. Bondar brings the ball forwards over the top. Intercepted. It's a long highlight, by the way, this. How it's still somehow going on. Maybe we're going to score at the end of it. Ball to Gruber is good. Gruber taking on their captain with the blue armband. Gets past one. Cross in the middle. Blocked. Corner. Gruber to take by looks of things. The number 9 has got it. 2 arms in the air. The in-swinger goes towards the far post. Cleared. Shot from distance is blocked. Hertz retains possession. Is tackled by Marlon Gomez. And surely now this is going to be the end of the highlight. No, Hertz wins it back. Hertz in the middle. Hertz! Goal! Mateta Pepper! Come on! Oh, huge. Huge. That was such a long highlight of end-to-end action there. And this is now a very long replay, by the way, of the goal. Insanely long replay of the goal, because Hertz loses possession here, doesn't he? And then comes down here to win it back. And now we're going to see him dancing into the penalty area, where he gets past the ginger lad, puts in the ball towards Mateta Pepper. First time effort, beats the keeper. The 2-goal lead is intact right now. Whoo! Mateta Pepper. And another highlight now. Let's not concede straight away. We've worked hard to get ourselves back on level terms on the night and restore the 2-goal advantage that we have. Can we now extend it? Mateta Pepper, Vaquero, Mateta Pepper, Mateta Pepper tries to assist Gruber. And Gruber can't really do a whole lot with it. Okay, let's chill. Let's chill. Hibs 2-1 up in their game. So that's now 5-4 on aggregate to the Armenian side. Kapanadze. The Georgian finds Oro next to him. Back to Kapanadze. Hertz. Forwards to Trusa. Now Trusa can make things... He comes very deep, doesn't he, to get the ball sometimes. And He shouldn't come deep to get the ball because Mateta Pepe should be coming deep to get the ball as the attacking midfielder and feed Trusa, who has got the goal scoring record. I mean, I guess Mateta Pepe has got the goal already, but it was from point blank range, his shot. That one was way over the crossbar. And nothing special happening from that one. Approaching half time then. Things are looking good for us. Gruber, corner. Fella, I'm expecting big things from you here. Trusa's there. Trusa's there! Now Manic with the header off the post. It just drops onto the goal line and Trusa was the quickest to react. Okay, now I feel like I can relax a little more now. We've come back into the game. Again, the defender just absolutely bottles that. Did you see that? He tried to kick the ball and missed the ball completely. 2 of the goals that we've scored across both of these legs have been absolute gifts, can't they? Absolute gifts. On the balance of things, maybe we should be ahead still, but Shakhtar Donetsk have not helped themselves with just gifting us a couple of goals. And not being able to get the shots on target either. Over the crossbar, we'll take it. Conference League football, here we come. Half time, 6-3 up on aggregate. Exactly where we need to be. I'm pleased with the number of shots we've taken so far. Keep it up. Everyone seems very, very happy with that. I'm happy with that. Second half is beginning. We are 45 minutes away from making it through the hardest game that we could have imagined in the league phase. Sorry, not the league phase, the Conference League qualifying rounds. Hibs are 3-1 up now, by the way. Hibs are 3-1 up. Kapanadze is injured. I don't think we've even got a right back to bring on because he's not registered the right back. Can anyone else play there at all? If we bring Bationo there, no, we can't. Can Blazek play there? He's going to have to play there. I don't want to ruin Kapanadze. We'll do that. We'll also bring Viktor Djukanovic on because Gruber... Sorry, Ramadan's not playing well. And neither is Gruber, actually. So we'll bring on Redzic there as well. A couple of changes to make. A couple of changes. Just got banned from Luja saying TomFM was live, lol. Didn't know you were allowed to say who was live. Interesting. Feels harsh. I won't ban you for saying TomFM's live here, though. I won't ban you for saying that. Also, I don't know how you do it, if I'm honest with you, because I've never been a good streamer, so I never really know what I'm doing. So I wouldn't have to do it if I wanted to. Of course, if someone really was being horrific in the chat, I would work out how to ban them. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. You're all nice people, aren't you? You're all nice people. Redzic then, off the bench, brings the ball into the middle. Trusa's there, shoots from distance and forces a decent save out of the keeper. I think it was probably going over the top of the crossbar there, but we should be okay. Oro having a kind of a poor game on a 6.5 rating. Let's just get him off and just rest him a little bit. On a yellow card as well. We'll bring on, Blashko for him. Blashko more a playmaker, but I think just getting the... the match time and game time into him will just help him develop anyway. At the young, tender age that he's at. 13 minutes to go here. We've got a 3-goal lead on aggregate. We've got a 2-goal lead on aggregate. But I don't... Oh, it's disallowed. It's disallowed. Okay, we've still got that 3-goal lead. It's fine. Whew. Brief moment of panic there. But that brief panic is now... it's okay. It's alright. It ain't too bad. We just need to see the game out. Again, it's been a very even game against Shakhtar. We may have met our match a little bit in terms of match stats and things like that. But we're doing a good job of being more clinical. And that's the difference between us and them. We've got Trusa, who is just incredibly clinical. Has he scored 3 or 4 goals across these 2 legs? I can't remember. He's got a lot of goals either way. He's done incredibly well. And the goalkeeper, Leandro Felipe, who unfortunately is probably going to have to leave the club on the ground. on the grounds that he is a non-EU player and we've got way too many of them and we have enough goalkeepers to cover things. But he's played brilliantly across these 2 legs. We'll try and sell him again after this match as well. But it's a real interesting one. Ball into the middle. Okay, there is one final goal here for Shakhtar Donetsk. It's in the 93rd minute of the game. We've got 90 seconds still to play of this match. We've got a 2-goal lead. I don't mind conceding that. And we've done it. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've made the final qualifying round of the Conference League. We've knocked out Shakhtar Donetsk and proved the doubters wrong. I was not expecting us to lose that game. I was expecting us to get absolutely battered there. Insane. So who are we going to play? Incredibly, chat. They've come back from being 4-2 down in the first leg. It's Hibs. They lost the first leg 4-2. Wow, with the Armenian side scoring a goal in the 90th minute as well. And then Hibs fought back and went 1-0 down, to be fair, and then scored 4 in a row to make sure they win the game 4-1 and progress. So we're playing against them next in the final qualifying round. The winner of that goes to the Conference League. The loser gets absolutely nothing. There's no fallback here at all in the slightest. There's no fallback. Let's just double check, see what the other clubs that we are in our division, the Slovakian clubs, have done. So we know that Slovan Bratislava were doing well. They have beaten Lech Poznan, so they're going to the final qualifying round of the Champions League. Beat Malmo, they're in the Champions League. Lose it, they go into the Europa League as well. Hibs definitely beatable, I do agree. As a Kiev fan, I enjoy that quite a bit. Good, I'm glad to hear it. We should also... Spartak Trnava, they would have been in the Europa League. They lost that. Oh, and they've just lost in the Conference League as well to Urartu, who are from Armenia. Armenia everywhere. Armenia clearly have some decent sides here, so they have managed to get through. They're playing Legia Warsaw, so actually that would have been quite difficult. In fact, no, that was in the second qualifying round. Wow, so Spartak Trnava really struggled. They just beat Santa Clara from Portugal. Now they've got Legia Warsaw. Not bad at all. And then the final team will be Žilina. Oh. Looks like they lost to Austria Vienna. So it's just us and Slovan Bratislava who are going to be representing in Europe. Real shame. I'd like to have seen the 2 other sides do well there. Regic has got he's out for 2 weeks of the hamstring strain. That's frustrating. So actually, yeah, we probably do need just more attackers coming in just to bulk out the attack a little bit. I don't think any of the guys in the under 18s are that good. Are you also European? And you've got Senegalese nationality there. If we go to here, no, you're just Senegalese. So you don't really help us out at all, I'm afraid, fella. And no one else there is particularly... Again, Ukrainian though, so that's not an EU player. Just Ukrainian. In another 1,000 days, you'll get Slovakian nationality though. So that's alright, I suppose. We got a backup defender. We could just do with more backups that aren't non-EU. Basically, we could just do with a bit of that. Oh, interestingly, we've got no... Oh, we have a game at the weekend, sorry. I was like, we've not got a game, but we do. We are playing against Sports... Oh, I can't... Where are they? Oh, we're doing okay. Sports Pod Brezova. Pod Brezova. Sport Pod Brezova. Sport Pod Brezova. Zemplin have lost the game. So if we win, we'll go clear at the top with a few points to spare, which is handy. Young Slovaks in the national team. Let's have a look. Slovakia. We've just not got the money really right now. That's part of the issue. Men's team. Under 21s, under 19s, under 18s. No one's in the under 18s though. Under 19s. We've got one player of ours already. Let's get rid of those guys. Scout for a week rather than... Yeah, we'll just scout for a week for now, just to get a base idea of how good they might be. And then under 23s. Well, none of our players are in the under 23s. But Sport Podrazova have got 3. Insane. Okay. Scout for a week. Let's see what they say. Squad to be decided for the playoff round, the final round. Okay, so see, I can't unregister people, and it's difficult because I think the limiting factor here is the homegrown players, because we've got 0 homegrown players from the club. So if I want to bring in Jan Christoph Bartels, oh, I can. Oh, that's good then. And what about the Yappy, the right back? That's when things break. Okay, so there was one player we could bring in there. I'd rather bring in Vukancic, but again, that breaks things. So the question now is, chat, do we want... because we can't unregister the crap goalkeeper that is registered. We can't get rid of Popovic. He's actually crap. He's actually quite good, to be fair. I think it would make more sense to get Bartels out and have Nemancic in. I think before the league phase, we could probably change everything, but for the qualifying rounds, it's very limited. I think that makes more sense. Leandro's not done anything wrong, really, has he? I mean, really, we should be playing Popovic in these games, but Leandro is the guy that is being played. To put him in the shop window a little bit here. We'll get the sense back in there, though, just because that's probably more important, I would say, at this stage. Right. Darren Randolph, a 38-year-old Irish goalkeeper. We don't need you though, fella. Anyone on the left wing want to sign for us? 38-year-old German, no. Ibrahim Hessar. Left wing. He's Syrian, but also Iraqi. Where's his... Oh, also Italian. Argentina, Italian, and Syrian. Okay. He does look quite solid, actually, doesn't he? Where's he gone? Hessar. We could just do with a little bit more cover on the left-hand side from a player with European nationality. Perfectionist personality, though. Perfectionist. The rules say that in the league we can't have more than 5 non-EU players, and the issue with this team is we've got loads of non-EU players. So I'm not sure if anyone's actually confirmed it, but whether it's actually a rule in reality or not, I don't know. Worst case scenario, you just tutor some of our youngsters, like Raby, Pepper Mateta. Come on. Please want a cheap contract. Oh, he wants... For a guy who's not going to play, he's not going to be a first choice. He's not going to be a first choice, is he, though? And I don't want to pay that much money for a first choice. For someone who's not a first choice. Okay, look, we'll stall on it. We won't bring him in just yet. I'm also going to save the game quickly as well, because I'm just scared of things breaking every now and again. That's a real shame. The other guy's available on a free. Isn't bad as well, to be fair, actually. Actually, 14 finishing is pretty good. The issue I've got with him is having a left foot to play as a inside forward on that. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? And he's young enough where he could improve a little bit. Was playing in the Belgian 3rd division. That kind of scares me a little bit. But if we compare him to Ramadan... There's an argument to say that he might actually be better than Ramadan, if I'm honest with you. Physicals, yes, agree, are horrible. But for a backup player who maybe would end... I mean, I forgot Ramadan was Syrian as well. Imagine having 2 left wingers from Syria in the team. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? I kind of want that to happen now. How much money do you want per week? Ask agent about availability. We're slightly interested. 2.5 to 3.6. You know what? I think it could be worth the worth it. Too much money? No, you won't. Okay, let's just tentatively go to contract negotiations and say squad player. Oh, he's not going to like this, is he? Squad. Okay, well there we go. I wasn't keen on him anyway. Wasn't keen. It's okay. We'll be all right. We'll make it work with all the EU players that we've got. We'll make it work. Žilina losing again. And Slovan Bratislava losing 5-0. What is going on here? Right, last season's top three, Bratislava, Trnava and Žilina, are 9th, 11th and 12th. 1 point from 4 games, 2 points from 3, 3 points from 4. What is going on here? How are they losing 5-0? It's insane. Check their squad, maybe bad players. No, there won't be bad players at Slovan Bratislava. They'll be very good players. I mean, it's been a lot of players that made the Champions League in reality last season. Have they had a lot of sales? I don't think so in this first season. No, transfer history. They brought one guy in. Maybe he's ruined everything for them. Who knows? Either Tom's having god tier luck in the league or the streamer perks at SI. Fantastic. Well, if you believe the comments on my video about what I thought about FM26, then I get paid an awful lot of money by Sports Interactive to shield the game, apparently. If you believe those comments, which is insane. But there we go. It makes me laugh. Especially because the video was me saying, I don't think the game's that good in comparison to FM24. It's not a bad game, but it's not as good as FM24. And that was me shilling, apparently, which is insane. Right, let us go back then to our first team. Kapanadze, by the way, fella. His natural fitness is 9. His stamina's 30. I don't understand why he's just so tired all the time. Yappy, on you come. And we'll also bring on the other left back too. Barrow. Which means Vaquero has to not be on the bench. Redzic injured. Oh, and this is also frustrating. This is what I mean. Okay. Well, Vikanovic can swap out. There we go. Good 2 in the back line there. We'll make plenty of changes this game, of course, to rest players, but we want to make sure we get a nice lead here early on against this side. And then once we get the lead, we'll make some changes. I'm going to get Kapanadze off the bench, actually, just so we can get on. There's not really anyone that... I guess Ryan Modesto can go all the way up to left wing if he wanted to. So we could use him there as an option. Cool. Go to match. Shill is such an overused word, usually shorthand for I don't have any real arguments. Yeah, I suppose it could be used that way. Yes, if someone has a very different opinion to you, John, I agree. If someone has a different opinion to you, then it can't possibly be a valid opinion. You've got to be paid off for it. Yeah, it's interesting. Right. This game here, win it, and we will go clear at the top of the table. Zemplin lost their game yesterday, I believe. So if we win it, we will go 3 points clear, at the top. And hopefully Trnava lose their game as well. And we'd have a 10-point lead over the team that came second or third last season. We'd have an 11-point lead over Žilina. And an 8-point lead over Slovan Bratislava after just 4 games, which is mental. Ramadan. Finds Trusa. Trusa out onto this near side to Yappy on the overlap. Gets past one. Oh, gets past him really well. And I think he's not going to get the assist there because it was cleared by a defender onto the head of Mateta Pepper. And then Mateta Pepper gets that one in the back of the net. I thought we might get a better angle of the replay, like side on or behind the goal. So the cross... Oh, it's a shot actually, sorry. Straight at the keeper's chest and it just bounces into Mateta Pepper's face. Good positioning from him there. Got to say, I've been enjoying FM26. I personally see it as in the same way as the UI change from CM to FM. An update to the same information and will be improved in the future. I do quite like how this new UI looks actually. I do think objectively it's better. I think it looks nicer, it looks cleaner. I understand the issues though of like the tile and card system just not being quite as easy to use yet. And it's just very clicky. Like it's not perfect, but it definitely looks better. I think looking better is one thing. It doesn't play better just yet, the user interface. Like it's still a bit clunky and frustrating to use as we score another one there. True, so you love to see it. Yes, surprise shirt save. This is the shirt we got. Dunajská Streda. Slovakian side. And we're having a dream start to the season. Because everyone else is losing. All the other title rivals are getting battered week in, week out. Maybe Slovan Bratislava are rotating their team for the Champions League so they can win those games potentially. The shortcuts of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are massive to sort through the menus. I did not know there were shortcuts. So if you press like 1, does it take you to Portal, 2 to Squad? That's kind of handy actually. Yeah, I like how the UI looks, but it's not polished yet. Not polished, I agree. Gruber with another goal there. So 3-0 up. We'll make some early changes in the second half, I think, to try and rest some of our starters for the Hibs game massively. Good work from Gruber. Underneath the keeper there and his dive. So Mateta Pepper with the goal, Trusa with the goal, Gruber with the goal. We just need to get Ramadan on the score sheet and then the front 3, 4 are all doing well. Did you know there was a team in Finland called Santa Claus FC? Incredible. And no, I don't have their top, but if it's red and it got like a white beard here, then I'll buy it. That sounds insane. With a belt across the middle as well. The belt like a big buckled belt. And frilly red bits like on the ends of the sleeves. That'd be quite good. FC Honk is a great name as well, I do agree. FC Honk is really good. Gruber. Beats 1. Looks to beat 2. Takes a shot. Curling effort is wide. A Spanish club called Flat Earth FT that went out of business. Insane. I assume it was Flat Earth in Spanish as opposed to the Spanish club actually being called Flat Earth in English. As in their name was Flat Earth, not whatever Flat Earth is in Spanish. Does that make sense? Has a Santa hat on their badge. Amazing. Honker. Too afraid to ask what honker means. Honker's like, I don't know, I would say in English... In the context, I'd say honking, like as it smells really bad. Like that's honking. That smells really bad. So I guess honker is kind of like, it just sounds funny. I guess it would kind of like, yeah. Honker would be, I guess, for me that's like a smell. It's like a bad smell, I would say. It might be different for other people though, who knows. Right, lots of shots on target. We're winning the game 3-0. Excellent work. We'll give you guys 5-10 minutes at the start of the second half and then take off the big guys. Oh, honk is a tree species. Incredible. Insane. Is FM26 a good FM for a complete beginner to start with? I mean, it's your only option because the older games aren't on sale anymore because of licensing reasons. They have to take them off the market when the new game comes out. So it's your only option if you want to play Football Manager. So... I guess yes, in that regard, I'm sure. Penalty as well has just been awarded to us. Barrow tripped up. And who's on this one? Number 24. That's Hertz. If only Ramadan was on this, that would have been good. Goal. Insurance management bears in the Cayman Islands. Yeah, I'm sure I saw like the local football league in like the Cayman Islands, or there's somewhere like a tax haven Caribbean where all the like big I'm sure it's like the accountancy firms work in like the Cayman Islands, right? And I'm sure it's somewhere that all the accountant firms work, and it's like KPMG FC have won like 5 league titles in a row, like something silly like that. I can't remember where it is. It's somewhere in the Caribbean, I'm sure. Oh, I'm going to Google this. KPMG FC. Turks and Caicos. There we go. There. This is the screen I want. KPMG United is a football club in the Turks and Caicos Islands. It was named PwC. Oh, they got bought out by PwC. Incredible. That won the title in 03, 04, 05, 06. And under the name KPMG United FC in 08, 09. Oh, 07, 08, sorry. Insane. MFL League title. Oh, maybe not there anymore. Yes, because we did Academy Eagles with... This is how I know about it. We did Academy Eagles. I think it might be in the box, actually, as opposed to on a hanger right now, the Academy Eagles shirt that I've got. Or is it? I don't... Is it that yellow one? Is that the Academy Eagles one? No, that's Hellenites. That's on the Caribbean side. I think it might be in the box of football shirts that I've got. Oh, so maybe they don't play anymore. But yeah, like KPMG United. I'm sure that it said there were more. Oh yeah, PwC there as well. Just all the accountants playing, which is hilarious. I love the fact they've won the league title like that. That's brilliant. That's so good. Right, back to the game. We were going to make changes, weren't we? We were going to bring off the front four. So Gagua, Djukanovic. Djukanovic has to play on the right-hand side here, I'm afraid, actually. We're going to bring on Modesto on the left. And then Mateta Pepper with Udvaros. Actually, there's no accent there. It's Udvaros, isn't it? I think, maybe. We'll bring him on. And Taboli as well for Hertz, who's a little bit tired after scoring his penalty. So we'll make those changes. Yeah, the Guinea-Bissau team name is very funny. Just looked at Santa Claus fixtures. They don't play in winter, which kind of spoils the Christmas appeal. That is a shame, actually, isn't it? That is a real shame. That would be hilarious, though. But yeah, I guess it's too cold. Like a lot of the Scandinavian sides just play through summer instead, don't they? Because that's about as warm as a English winter, isn't it? Their summers, I'm sure. I mean, I know I live in England and it's cold here at the moment. It's very cold at the moment, actually. But I would hate to live anywhere that's like permanently really cold. Taboli looks to bring the ball forwards. Oh, that is very... Word Nate is very true. The big man in charge is very busy around Christmas time, so that's why he can't... Yeah. And I guess all the players are doing stuff, aren't they, as well? So it's tough. It's tough. Micronesia have some fun teams like Pink Panther FC. I like the teams that just like rip off other teams' logos. And I can't remember the team name, but I'm sure there's a team somewhere in the world that use a Bournemouth logo, but the Bournemouth logo is just blue instead. Which is insane. There's like Bericum Chelsea as well, somewhere in Africa that just use the Chelsea logo. Are you big into the tactics side of football, like the very ins and outs of it all? I'm probably more surface level when it comes to the real ins and outs of tactics, I'm afraid. I feel like I've got a better understanding than most, maybe, just through playing lots of Football Manager and consuming football content. But I wouldn't say I am an expert or anything like that. I love the Brighton badge that got completely ripped off. Yeah, I love it when teams do that. I love it when that happens. There are some really cool... Hang on, I'm going to try and find them while we just finish this game off. I spelled it wrong. There we go. Right. This is maybe my favourite team logo ever. We don't care about this final few minutes, do we? That's the wrong button. I want this one. This is Prison Leopards FC. Already an insane name, right? An insane... I think they're playing like Tanzania. Prison Leopards FC. But the fact it is literally just a photo of a leopard on there. Not like a drawn leopard or anything like that. It's an actual photo of a leopard on the logo. Is insane. Prison Leopards. Zambia, sorry. They play in Zambia. Sponsored by the Zambia Correctional Service, reflecting its strong ties to the National Correctional Institution. Insane. I just love the fact they've got a photo of a leopard on their badge. Need more badges like that. And they share a rival with Kabwe Warriors. Have they got a good logo? That is quite good, but it's like a proper football logo, isn't it? It's not like Prison Leopards, who have just got a photo of a leopard on their badge. Insane. Melbourne City's Ectopia Man Cities, but they're under the same ownership structure, aren't they, though? They're under the same ownership structure, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Right. New save incoming. Prison Leopards sponsored by... If Sangalo worked with Prison Leopards, I'd be all over it. I'd be all over it. Right, 4-0 win in the League 4 is there. Excellent stuff. That gives us a 3-point lead at the top now after 4 games. And our biggest rivals, as you can see here, Slovan Bratislava, lost 5-0. It's insane to me that even happened. Spartak Trnava did win their game, so they are slowly starting to move themselves up the table. But this is a gift, isn't it, to be this far ahead of Žilina and Bratislava, and 7 points clear of Trnava as well. It's insane. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are a couple of days away from one of the biggest games of the season. Hertz wants... Oh, Hertz isn't happy at the club. Hold the front door a second. Hertz, what's going on here, fella? Why are you not happy at the club? He's got no plans for the future. He has... Okay, it's easy just for you guys to see here. It's bigger here. Happy with his agreed playing time. Strong connection with Trusa. But has no strong feeling about the squad support for the manager, which remains... Okay, so that doesn't explain to... Alright, let's just talk to him. Discuss the issue. I'm going to explore my options when my contract expires. I owe it to myself to see what might be available. Okay. How long have you been at the club, fella? You've been at the club 3 years, that's it? Actually, he had 2 loan spells here as well. So clearly he feels very happy here. Very happy here. Else he wouldn't come back, would he? Look, if anywhere, we've made this place a home for him. You know, he never settled in Wolves, Birmingham, never settled there. Couldn't get game time at Victoria Pilsen. Did, I suppose, at Carvina, but, you know, actually had his best goal scoring season there, so maybe he was quite happy there, to be fair. But Grasshoppers played him quite a lot, to be fair. Came here... Oh, look, fella, you've got it good here. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. I like that. Look, let's not threaten him. Let's try and be nice here, but I'm not going to accept it. We're ambitious. We need to be part of that. Grass isn't always green. It would be a risk. There's no market for you. You're being led astray. This is the one we should go for. This is what we should go for here, I think. It's at times like this when I ask players to think about what the club has done for them and to be loyal. I hope you understand that. It's not about whether I'm loyal, it's about potential that exists elsewhere. I stand by my reasoning and I implore you to reconsider. We planted that seed in his head now. We've planted that seed. Or maybe you've really offended him. I don't know. Oh, maybe we did offend him because he's going to consider his options. I guess that was... We knew that already, didn't we? We did that already. Just got an ad. No way YouTube's putting ads on live streams now. Oh, that's mental, actually. I did not realise YouTube did that on live streams. I know they put it on like the VODs afterwards. But I thought it was only Twitch that put the ads on during live streams. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. How much is he worth? Let's have a look, shall we? Hertz. Oh, he's only got... Well, yeah, he's got 1 year left in his con... Oh, we should maybe try and tie down some of these players at some point, shouldn't we? Although saying that, the ones that have got contract expiring, the only one I'd really be bothered about keeping is actually Hertz. Maybe Bartels as well, actually. He'd be quite good to sort of keep hold of. Whilst we're here as well, anyone interested in signing you now? No. Leandro Felipe might stay here for the season. I thought that we might get a little bit of interest in him. Redzic is wanted, but of course he's actually European, so we have to keep hold of him. We are trying to get rid of you, aren't we? Transfer, ask agent about market interest. There is interest, but for £0. Look, I tell you what, let's just get him gone. Get him off the wage bill at this point. On his £400 a week. He's never going to play for us, so we'll save a little bit more. It's cold in Lincoln. It's very cold in Lincoln. I can tell the heating is now flicked off because I'm feeling cold. Okay. That's okay. Anyone want to sign Modesto as well? Transfer, ask agent market availability. Okay, yeah, we can get some offers in for you. That's handy. Who was I looking at before as well? Oh, the goalkeeper. Hire intermediary. No, no one's bothered. Okay. It's not bad to hold on to him, but it's just because he's a non-EU player. It just limits when we can use him. Recruitment. Right, let's get back to this recruitment. We couldn't agree contract terms with you, could we? We spoke to you a few weeks ago. You want to be an important... If we go squad, if we go regular starter... £6,000 a week. No, we can't even afford that, so... No, I'm not fussed about getting Hesser in just yet. Right. So we are getting a few of the young Slovakian players from the international team coming through, but they're just expensive. Like, I'd love to bring... You'd be very good to bring in at 19 years old. 1 cap for Slovakia already... You're just valued at too much right now. We can't afford you. But he would be quite good to bring in. Any others just coming through? Another midfielder here. We're covered in that sort of position though, aren't we? And actually, kind of expensive. Lamine Gay at Paris. Can play both wings, or is more of a winger. How do I feel about you, really? It's annoying because you would have been great to bring in, but you just want way too much money. We spoke to the agent. I can't remember. You must be able to see it somewhere what they wanted, right? Again, trying to work out where things are again is always tricky. And I've seen it before. I know you can see what this agents told you beforehand. But I can't see where it is right now. But he wanted a lot, didn't he? Not an issue. Oh, loads of offers coming in for Modesto. Excellent. Right, view all the offers. We'll accept the ones that they are paying. I mean, it's £3,200, but it's better than a slap in the face, isn't it? You're all free, these ones. I'm just happy to get you gone, basically. So I'll accept all these ones. I thought it was some really big noise. It might have been the song actually making a weird noise there, but I thought there was some weird noise going on there. Yeah, you wanted like £7,000 to £8,000 a week. It was a lot, wasn't it? It was a lot. Modesto is upset you can't go to some of the clubs. I'm not going to talk to you, fella. You don't deserve the time and day. I accepted one offer for you. Take it and go. All right? Take it and go, fella. Huge. Okay. Manage team lineup. Team selection 1. Bartels come off the pitch for Leandro Felipe. Yappy's got to come off the bench as well for Vukancic. We'll start these two. We should probably change that the save as well, shouldn't we, actually, for this. Stefan on you come, and then Nemeth is going to come off for Barrow. Everyone is looking good. Excellent work. Huge game coming up here against Hibs. First leg of the final qualifying rounds of the Europa League. Away at Hibs at Easter Road. It's going to be a really tough one, this one. They proved they can play some football. They've also proved defensively they are very susceptible as well. Playing a 5 at the back formation here. They've basically been man-marking our wingers and Matessa Pepper, aren't they? It's a winnable game, I agree. It's a winnable game. I just heard my phone buzzing. Laura's away at some friends at the moment. So I'm just making sure she wasn't like in trouble at her friend's house. She's not. She has not messaged me. Wow, I can't believe my fiance has not sent me a message in the last 3 hours. She must hate me. She must not want to marry me. Terrible. But glad she... I mean, I guess maybe she's dead. Who knows? Maybe the friends killed her. Who knows? So actually, this is quite exciting. Not only are we playing Hibs, that's very exciting, but this is the first night that I'm going to have on my own in this house that we bought together. So that's quite fun, actually. That's really quite fun. Got a night to, and you know what I've got to do? I've got to build a bloody coffee table after this. I've got to build a coffee table because that arrived today. We waited ages for the coffee table to arrive. I tell you what, we've been getting loads of stuff from Jisk. I think it's not pronounced. I think it's pronounced like Yusk probably, but there's a Yusk or Jisk in Lincoln, and we've been getting a fair bit of stuff from there. Actually, it's not bad. The only downside is they don't take American Express, so I've not been capitalising on the points. That's frustrated me, but it's a small price to pay for affordable furniture at reasonable prices. That's good quality. It's not a brand deal, by the way. I think it's the Danish IKEA. I don't think it's quite as big, but they have some nice stuff, to be fair. Yeah, Schiller. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm shilling for them. Agree. Right, 20 minutes into this game then. I've not even got a discount code, so I couldn't possibly use it. Trusa gets the ball in the penalty area. Across the... How's that gone in? It comes off Nicky Cadden. How's that gone in? How did that go in? So Trusa gets on the end of his ball. I'm too busy thinking about the great deals you can get at Yusk. That should not have gone in. That should not have gone in. Hashtag Tom sold out. No, I just love Yusk or Yisk or Jisk, whatever it's called. She's going to come home to Foot Manager sticky notes all over the house. I'll be honest, I do love a good post-it note with some like notes on it. I do like that. Other affordable flat pack companies exist. They do, but they don't near me at least, or have a shop near me, which is quite good. Boyle on the ball then for Hibs, bringing the ball forwards. Nicky Cadden looking to try and rectify the mistake he made, scoring the own goal. Nice pass there to Kapanadze. Oro gets it back. Long ball over the top for Trusa once again. Nodded down to Gruber, wins the second ball, and Hertz now can bring this ball forwards down the far side of the pitch. Vaquero is there. And the Argentine find Hertz once again. Hertz now in the area. He decides to shoot, and Hertz makes it 2! Come on! We're going to the Conference League, lads. We're going to the Conference League. Yeah. Okay. Hibs cannot stop us. We are inevitable. Wow, only like 60 seconds apart as well, those goals too. We said at the start of the stream that our goal this season was to get into the Conference League proper. We thought it was impossible with Shakhtar Donetsk ahead of us to play. We thought the Ukrainians would just batter us. No! We battered them. We were clinical. 6 goals we scored against them. And they scored 4 against us, to be fair, which is maybe a little slight indictment in our defence, to be fair. But we still did well. We played well. We got past them. And now we're still 2-0 up against Hibs. We're 2-1 up against Hibs. We're beating Hibs. There we go. Hertz performing for the scouts in the stands. That's true. He's trying to put himself in the shop window, isn't he? Okay, let's not get too excited now. I got a bit excited at 2-0 up. Match momentum has swung, as you can see here, in Hibs' favour. They've actually got a way higher XG as well. So let's chill out a little bit, shall we? Let's not get too overly confident and excited. Speak a bit too early, you do. Oh, yeah, I did there, didn't I? Right, Kapanadze. Gets past his man nicely. Gets a bit of space and separation. Whoever 19 is... Oh, how have we not scored that? And I guess we scored an impossible goal, didn't we, with Nicky Cadden's own goal. So that maybe balances things out there a little bit. But at the half-time whistle, yeah, we have just edged things in terms of shots and XG and attacking stats there. But possession-wise, we are not looking good. And pleased with the number of shots we've taken so far, though. Keep it up. Mateta Pepper on a 6.3 rating. In fact, our front 4 have been fairly ineffective so far. Gruber 6.8, Mateta Pepper 6.3, Ramadan 6.7, and Trusa 6.6. So that's something to think about as Nicky Cadden, who's having a very up and down game so far. I think he got the assist for their goal, but also got an own goal and let one of our players just breeze past him earlier on. Is now bringing the ball forwards again and finds a pass into the centre circle through to the striker, whose low shot would have been saved by Leandro, I think, there, but it's past the post. Sorry, Tom, supporting Hibs here. Got to support the British teams. Look, I understand it, but we will crush Hibs. If we can just win the away leg, I feel really confident about our chances at home of doing a good job. But I think we've got to make changes in the attack here. I think Stefan and Victor and Georgie have all got to come on the pitch here. Defenders are all doing alright though, to be fair, so I won't make too many changes in defence just yet. The attack's got to change though. New updates out, Tom. Is it? Interesting. Interesting. We'll look at the patch notes in a minute, shall we? And see what they've done. I'm on the beta branch, to be fair, so we'll see what they've done. Let's hope it doesn't break everything. Right. Thing is though, do we want to update the game? Because we're playing so well. What if we update the game? And everything breaks and we turn out we're not very good on a new update? Because we're now 3-1 up here against Hibs. I think what we have to do is qualify. I think what we have to do is qualify before we update the game. Because what if suddenly everything, you don't want to reset the luck modifier, do we? We don't want to, change anything right now. Update after the second leg. That way the group stage is in the bag. You'd hope so. Michael, hello mate, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You must be happy that the update's out. The latest one. On beta track at least. Sounds like it's a bit of a stressful few days. I took a day off. That's why it's fixed then, clearly. That's why it's fixed. you were blocking everything. You were stopping it from happening. What if we update the game and suddenly you're banned from Europe because SI fixed the oversights? Yeah, maybe, because we shouldn't actually... This team should not be playing in Europe this season because they are banned in reality, but here we are. But I think that would only... Oh, no. I want a 2-goal lead here, please. Oh, you have to laugh sometimes. You have to laugh. Leandro. He did his best there to try and recover. It bounced off his heels. He took too long trying to stand back up again to die for it. But had we updated the game? I don't know. The update's out on the beta track, which is like... You have to like change some settings for that. You have to go into like Steam somewhere and change. Someone told me to do it because I don't know how you did it. And I did it. This was ages ago now. I can't remember how you do it. So it's not out for everyone. You have to like specifically put yourself on a beta version of the game, I think. I can't remember. I haven't got the vocabulary or the technical understanding to explain it properly. Now, let's not concede another. Thank you. There we go. Sweet. Jokanovic can't get on the end of that one. Looks like this game is going to end 3-2 then. We'll take a narrow lead into the home leg next week. And then we're going to be 90 minutes away from reaching the Conference League phase. And some big money, £2 million for taking part in that. And Viktor Jokanovic has just made it ever so easier for us. Jokanovic. Somehow the keeper and defender run into each other, cause a few issues, and Jokanovic can just slot that into an empty net. 4-2, a 2-goal lead, wonderful. Bright Minty's got it. Steam, right-click on the game in your library, properties, betas, beta participation, none, set it to beta branch, public beta. That's how you do it. Excellent. What a result. Huge. Performance here is everyone who wrote us off backtracking. What a performance out there. Excellent work. The worst communications is Henry and Perez. From their penalty, that was insane, wasn't it? I remember watching that penalty like a match of the day it happened. I was like, I'm sure I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I feel like I remember it really well, but maybe I didn't. Jelena up next then. They've had a terrible start to the season. They should be a team fighting for the title, so they should be good. But they're out of Europe now. They're bottom of the table on 1 point. It could all be too easy for them. They could win this game. And we have a few issues there. I don't know. Make sure you switch to the beta. Keep a backup of your save in case the beta breaks. That's true. That's a good point, actually. Good point. You're very sensible. Let's save the game before we do anything else, actually, because now I'm concerned. Right, we've got some scout reports coming through. I presume they're all kids from the international team. So David Balog, 2-star, 3-star, 1.5, 3-star. We're looking at players who can play in the first division now. These are all that second division, lower division, second division, lower division. Okay, no one's looking amazing there. There's one guy here who's got 4-star potential. But yes, would not be in our first team yet. You've got 4-star as well. Goalkeeper. Could be an option for us in the future. Could be an option. Go to many Lincoln games. Yes, I do all the home games. I do the audio descriptive commentary at home games. So pretty much every home game commentating for blind and visually impaired fans in the stadium, which is good fun. And then every now and again I'll go to an away game, but not many of them, if I'm honest with you. Usually my approach is if it takes more than 90 minutes to drive there, it's not worth it. It's my usual approach. Particularly when you're a Lincoln fan and we end up losing away games quite a lot. And maybe I shouldn't be like that, but there we go. Right, Leandro Felipe. Oh, loan approach. I thought this was like accepting to leave the club. No. A loan approach for Leandro Felipe. Now, to be honest, we probably aren't going to use him this season. So a loan might actually be quite sensible. As he gets injured, by the way, for 1 to 3 days. So does Hertz. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I think sending him out on loan actually might be a good option there. If he goes away, does really well on loan as a first choice keeper at a team in Hungary who play in the top division. And if he comes back better as the best keeper, then he actually probably would be worth keeping around, wouldn't he? I'm going to accept it. But he will not be leaving before the second leg of the Hibs game. Apparently they fixed a soft lock when trying to view the past game highlights. Oh, if they've done that, my life will be complete. Slovan Bratislava win. So they've got their first win under their belts now. Yeah, the soft lock when viewing highlights is generally the worst thing for me. I know it's like a weird thing to complain about in a way, but it literally takes me double, triple the amount of time to get the goal highlights now. Because soft locks, close the game, try it again, soft lock. It's so jarring. But if they fixed it, that's amazing. In fact, I said we look at the update, didn't I? Let's have a quick look before we do anything else, shall we? Let's have a quick look-see. Let's go to here. So, oh my word, there's a lot. A lot. Polish and refinements to the UI. Extensive crash and stability fixes. Fixed freezes at half-time during human v human online matches. Improvements to the game translations. Freeze issues. Soft lock when trying... Fix soft lock when trying to view a past match. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. 10 out of 10 game now. 10 out of 10 game. Insane. Preference option. Okay, preference option for selecting the desired FPS. Oh, okay. So FPS has been unlocked. Not that it really matters in Football Manager, to be fair. They could lock it to 30 and I don't think anyone would really notice. Button to view match stats, match momentum, XG during highlights. That's good. Screen flow. Quality of the crowd. Coefficient points seem to have been fixed by looks of things. Oh, there's quite a lot of big stuff in here actually they've been fixing and changing. Refined AI logic of Saudi-based clubs. Wage, right. Players will now appropriately decline entering contract negotiations up front if there's a large disparity between wage and max wage. Improved logic behind player wage demands in lower leagues. Oh, that could be quite good. If we could maybe get this update going before the end of a transfer window, we might be able to get some of those players potentially. Okay, wages are all... This looks like a pretty good update. Have the fans now got faces? Yeah, that is a bit scary, to be fair. Yeah, to be fair, also RIP for the Saudi clubs give me lots of money. I do let them give me lots of money. That has helped me out in a couple of the challenges that we've done so far. Cool. I like the update. Let's hope it all works. We are not updating the game yet, though, because I am paranoid that it will ruin our luck that we've got going for us right now. We're dominating things. I don't want to chance anything until we beat Hibs in the second round. Right, let's go back to the first team. But Capanadze, we need to probably get a better right back in, don't we, as a backup to Capanadze. He's so tired all the time. In fact, all our players here are, to be fair. Let's get Vikanovic also tied, so let's get Blazek on the pitch for this game. Vaquero is going to come off here for Barrow. Hertz has got a slight knock. We'll bring on Blashko and Taboli in the middle. Gruber for Redzic is coming back. Let's bring Viktor Jukanovic on that right-hand side for Gruber. Is that everyone who was tired off the pitch? Yes. Good. Let's start Gagiwa as well, just to rest Trucer a little bit for this one. Am I happy with that team? I think so. Cool. Go to match. Yes. Oh shit, we're playing Jelena, aren't we? I forgot about that. I got so distracted by the update. We're actually playing one of the best teams on paper in the league. They are bottom of the table. I would have made so many changes if I remembered who we were playing. Oh no. Okay. Well, look. What happens, happens. We'll see. I mean, they've played so badly so far. You know, our backups should be winning this game. But emphasis on the should. There's no guarantee of it, is there? Barrow brings the ball forwards then. Plays it forwards to Ramadan. Ramadan finds Mateta Pepper. And if we can get an early goal here, I will calm down a little bit. There's Mateta Pepper and Barrow and Blashko. Blashko! Oh! Just passed. If you want a funny sounding DM duo, sign Ukrainian Brashko. So you have Blashko and Brashko. That would be quite fun, to be fair, actually. You know who should be in the game that isn't, probably? And I miss him more than anything. Andre Shitty-Gel. What a fella, hey. What a blast from the past. What a man Shitty-Gel was, hey. Will always live in my heart. He is from a long time ago. A long time ago in the early... Okay, we've been lucky there. I was offside anyway, that's fine. Andre Shitty-Gel was a Belarusian footballer, and it's when we did a... In fact, what save was it? I think it was a long time ago, where it came around originally when we were playing... We did a save called Around the Block, and it was... This was before Russia started attacking everyone, but we did a save called Around the Block, and it was going around the former like Soviet Union, doing different... trying to win as many trophies as possible, and then eventually winning the Champions League, but hopping around to different clubs along the way. So I think we ended up at like RB Leipzig in the end, because they were East Germany. In the end, I think that's how we won the Champions League in the end, because there weren't really many clubs that were probably capable of doing it, to be fair. But we started at a club in, was it Belarus? If it wasn't Belarus, as we hit the post there. He was definitely Belarusian, Andre Shitty-Gel. And it transpired that, although he was in the game, in reality, he had been banned for like 3 years for match fixing, essentially. And he'd been caught out of this like huge match fixing scandal kind of thing. And obviously, we were drawn to him in the first instance because his surname was Shitty-Gel, which is just a very funny name to say. And then we learnt more about him and learnt that he was involved in like these match fixing things. And incredibly, it's something like he served his 3-year ban, came back, and then was immediately done for match fixing again. No, he wasn't at Grondo when we had it. We weren't at Grondo, sorry, we were at somewhere else. I'd recognise the team name if you said it, but it wasn't Grondo. I think Grondo may have been where he got caught out match fixing. But like he served his ban, came back, got done again, and has now got a lifetime ban. So I don't think he's going to be in Football Manager, as Karol Blashko has just scored one of the best goals I've seen this season. With Taboli getting the assist there as well, with two young midfielders combining nicely. Just trying to make some money in this country, that's true. All the match fixing in Turkey at the moment, is it? That's mad. Because I feel like Turkey's got some pretty established football leagues at top levels and some very good players. That's crazy for there's a match fixing going on there. So yeah, Andre Shittigel is one of my favourite players ever from Football Manager. And yes, we don't talk about Oliver Buff still. Never forgive the snake of Oliver Buff from Hop to the Top. I can't actually remember what he did. I think he maybe just wanted to leave the club, but he was a snake for that, and we never forgave him. And in my head, the name Oliver Buff is always a curse. It makes me shiver thinking about him and his snaky ways. Snakes don't hiss. They request transfers away from the club as your best player. Right, things are going well, but you're capable of even better. We're beating Jelena here with a backup team. Banned almost 4 years ago, bless him. I think if you Google his name and Cyrillic letters, whatever it is, because it's spelled obviously differently in Belarus and Russian and stuff like that, I think you get more results which you can translate. In English, it's not quite so easy. Italian lower division Serie E down for match fixing. Well, yeah, true. I mean, even at the high levels there was it match fixing the Calcio? What was it called? The Juventus match fixing scandal, and they called it Calcio Polizia. I can't remember what it was called, to be fair. Calcio, I can't remember. Calcio Poli, that's it. That's the one. But that wasn't match fixing, though, was it? That was something different. Although maybe it was match fixing. I don't know. I seem to remember it being more about rigging transfers. I can't remember really. Gagua, though, has just managed to bury that one to make it 2-0 here. Manipulation of red. Oh, so it kind of was a bit match fixing. Why can I not say match fixing? I've struggled a few times saying that. It was a bit match fixy then. If he's bribing and manipulating refs. Poor stuff from Juventus. Right. Do we want to make any other changes to the team? The only person that would come off actually is Ramadan and Mateta Pepper. Everyone else is kind of like a backup player in terms of the league right now. You're the man, Tom. Thank you, Watty. That's very kind to say. I like being the man. And right now I'm going to be the man who's in charge of this team and take off Mateta Pepper for Udvaros. And then we'll also bring on the left-hand side. I guess no one. Can Barrow play further up the pitch? No, he can't. Okay, we'll just leave Ramadan on for the rest of this game. I'm sure he'll be okay. Five clubs were done for it. Milan, Fiorentina, Juve, Lazio and Regina. Oh man, I thought it was just Juventus. But Juventus were just like the worst at it. That's insane, isn't it? That's insane. All lower divisions, hard to get caught on paper at least. I mean, Lincoln City had players in the past that were involved in match fixing. Delroy Facey, and he's spoken a lot about it recently and done I think he's written a book about it. And I can't remember his name. He got caught stealing some chicken from a Tesco in Lincoln though, and that was in the newspaper at the time. But that was before it all came out as match fixing as well. And his name escapes me. I'm going to find his name by Googling. Lincoln City player stealing chicken. Moses Swabu. There we go. Oh, it was newspaper. Lincoln City footballer Moses Swabu has been charged with stealing a newspaper from a supermarket. So it wasn't chicken. I like how it came up for chicken though, but Moses Swabu. I think it was Moses Swabu. Newspaper's even worse. But now I'm starting to doubt it was Moses Swabu. Oh no, Moses Swabu, yeah, and Delroy Facey found guilty. And I think Moses Swabu has opened up about it and spoken about it on different things. It's not, you have scored a goal. Victor Djukanovic, good. Nice to watch your career discovered in FM 2018 with Oviedo. Oh, mate, you've been a long-time subscriber then. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Yeah, Moses Swabu. Newspaper, that feels harsh, doesn't it? And incredibly, he was due to appear before Lincoln magistrates on the 18th of February 2011, charged with theft. So what happened at magistrates court? Is it going to tell us? No, all the reports come from January. Nothing sort of talks about his time afterwards. But also, someone does here make a good point. Taking someone to court over a newspaper, glad my money is being spent well. Tax money, that is. That does seem a little bit mental that he was taken to court for that. For news. I mean, to be fair, maybe they should have spotted it in the first instance, spotted the signs, and done something about it. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we've won 3-0 here. Moses Swabu has to steal a newspaper to find out about that result. Well done, great win for us there. We stay top of the table. And I'll tell you what, Invincibles is looking kind of likely this season, isn't it? It's looking kind of likely. Yeah, newspaper stealing is crazy, I do agree. Aberdeen fan, our new sporting director stole a penguin from a zoo and kept it in a bath. Okay, that's more crazy. That's insane, by the way. That's insane. Modesto is set to lead the club then. The young Brazilian left-back is the worst left-back at the club. He's a foreign player, so we can't really use him in the league at all. Off you go. Free up some wages for us, for players that don't want to join the club right now, which is a bit frustrating. I think we wait until we actually update the game to try and make transfers, because they seem to have changed a few wage bits there, so that might help us out a little bit, to be fair, potentially. I bet you'll lose to some bottom club or like Sclacia? Sclacia? They're actually doing quite well. Scalica, probably. Scalica is how you probably say it, actually. Scalica. Zelina were bottom of the table. They still are. 1 point after 5 games. That's mental. But now our attention turns away from the league. It goes back to Europe. Our attention is on the Hibs game, the 28th of August. Massive game. With 4-2 up on aggregate. Skalitsa. Oh, Skalitsa, okay. Skalitsa. I'll try and remember that one. Excuse me? Oh, okay. Genoa are signing a player that used to play for us a long time ago. We get 1.5% of the transfer fee as a solidarity contribution, which is £6,740. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That's better than nothing. Popovic is upset. He wants to start more games. Discuss the issue with Popovic. What's going on, fella? Right, can we say... I'll promise to play you in the cup games, to be fair. Domestic cup. No, he wants more than that. Well, in that case, then, can you be used as our goalkeeper for cup competitions from now on, then? Insane. So, I promised him that he can play the cup games. He said no. Okay, well, will you change your squad playing time to cup goalkeeper? I can do that. Sounds fair enough to me. Brilliant. Excellent work. Excellent work. Yeah, the next match is worth 6 million. Leandro Felipe is set to leave the club on loan. Delay the transfer. You've got to play for... You've got to help us in our biggest game ever first, and then you can go out on loan, fella. Then you can go out on loan. Once that's all sorted, we can actually then get the proper goalkeeper registered, and it'll be all okay. Need to get good scrub, responsive players like that's true. I'm a great man manager. I agree. I'm a great man manager. Right. Oh, Vaccaro's injured with a tight thigh, out for a day or two. He might be okay for the match then, actually. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Scouting some more players here. You... Oh, you're expensive. That's an issue. I was about to say, I'm seeing a player here. Expensive. Again, we'll look at more. We'll update the game after this match and then work out a few transfery bits and see what's happening. I'm just terrified of if it not working out for us. So, quick pick. Use team selection 1. So that's everyone sort of back on the pitch. Bartels comes off here for Leandro Felipe. And then we get the blokes off the bench, don't we? So left back comes on. We then get Djukanovic, and we get on Vukancic, who then goes on for there. The injury to Vaquero is okay. What was the injury again? A tight thigh. He'll be fine with a tight thigh. He'll be okay to play. He'll be all right. Now wondering what shirt I'll get from Surprise Shirts. Like I want to know. The dopamine hit you get when you open that is it's. I'll tell you what I was doing the other day. You know the video I did with all the match attacks? I had a box of match attacks left over from it, so I was just opening them the other night, and the dopamine hit every single time. It's just a pack of cards, but the dopamine hit is so fun. And actually, I really enjoy putting the cards into the folder and making sure they're in the right position. A bit weird like that, but it's good. And before he ripped his hamstrings in about 10 minutes' time. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Right, focus up, everyone. Focus up. The second leg of the Conference League final qualifying round. Dunajská Streda at home versus Hibs. We've got a 4-2 aggregate lead. We're doing well, on a good run. Let's keep that going tonight, shall we? A couple of players seem motivated and inspired by that, but not everyone's reacted positively to it. The 4-2-3-1 has been working really well for us. Hibs, player 5 at the back, and they're sticking with it right now. Huge game. This game is worth £2 million. Win it, and that's what we get for qualifying for the league phase. The crowd are going wild. Somehow not a sellout. That's a little concerning that there's lots of empty seats around the stadium here. But this is what we need to do. We need to work on filling the stadium. We need to bring the joy back to the team. We need to get the fans on the seats, play some entertaining football, and then it'll all be okay. The fans know it's an easy win. Wow, they're confident. And they're confident in the chat as well. Let's get ourselves 3 points on the board. Which will be very difficult because this isn't a league phase game or any sort. It's a cup game. There's no points involved at all. So that was silly of me to say. Right. I'm nervous. That's why I'm yabbering on a little bit. I'm nervous. We've got a 2-2 prediction in the chat. What is score prediction in the chat? Let me know what you think score prediction wise. I don't think we'll win 4-2 again. I think it'll be more like a 2-0. I don't think we're drawing this game. I think we're going to win this game fairly comfortably. We've got a 3-1 or 1-1. I'm going 2-0 still. Capanadze past his man into the middle. And there's the first goal! There's the first goal! Mateta Pepper, second goal in 5 Europa Conference League games. 4-2, 4-1, 6-1, 2-1, 0-0. Chunky, you're already out. You're already out of the competition. Kyle says 2-1. Red Rider 3-1. 3-2 win. Oh, you're right. Hibs lost 4-2 in the first leg of the last round. And the Armenian side scored first in the second leg, didn't they? Oh, God. History could be repeating itself. History could be repeating itself. Oh, dearie me. Gruber to Capanadze. Gruber forwards. Hertz. Trusa. Vaquero. Beats his man out wide. The tight thigh is not hampering him, as Trusa is inevitable. 7 goals in 5 qualifying round games that he's played. So my 2-0 prediction has now come true. If we can stay at 2-0, I look like a genius. I'm not sure about the beta updates. I don't think the beta updates go out on Game Pass. I don't think. I could be completely wrong about that. I don't know, but it might just be Steam. I don't know. I mean, all being well, the update comes out to everyone tomorrow. It should be, to my understanding. Death, taxes, and truce will score. Completely agree. Completely agree. If I was Hibs, I'd just forfeit. I mean, they've got to score 4 goals now just to go to extra time, haven't they? 5 goals to win it. Hibs boss wanting to press the instant result button. He will do. Although Abita puts the ball into the middle. Okay. Well, maybe they've... maybe they're in it still. Decided not to play the game in its current state. They're playing for free on Game Pass. I like your thinking. I like your style. Dunajská Streda 6, Hibs 3 at half-time on aggregates. Happy with the shot so far. Let's keep it about there. Let's go. Vaquero gets the second half underway. It's the kickoff highlight. We're not going to score from this one. It catches me out every single time. I think something good's going to happen, and then remember it's a kickoff highlight instead. Technically, Counter-Strike paid for FM26 for me. I got a nice skin and sold it, but okay, we nearly did concede there. Counter-Strike got a nice skin, sold it, bought the game. Not bad going, eh? Not bad going. It's nice when those kind of things happen. Never played Counter-Strike myself, actually, but I know there's a big economy for it, isn't there? Somehow we've not been able to tap that one in off the line, but the highlight continues here. Early in the second half, Mulligan gets past Ramadan, and Hibs are looking to try and save themselves from elimination in Europe. It's a great ball through, and Hibs have brought it back to 2-2. Still, we've got a 2-goal lead. A 2-goal lead. The issue is Hibs have got a history of coming back from games. Capanadze, forwards. Cross into the middle. Saved by the keeper. Okay, now I'm a little bit concerned. Ramadan's a bit tired. I think we might have to take Ramadan off shortly. He's tired and not playing particularly well. We're not on the new patch just yet. No. No. Okay, good. Victor, on you come for Ramadan, please. Sorted. Let's settle the game down a little bit here. But last time we tried to make loads of tactical changes to settle the game down, we ended up conceding a couple goals. So I'm reluctant to make changes, and I don't want to test things out right now. Every part of me is saying we need to shut the game down, but last time we did that in the first qualifying round or second qualifying round where we played, the first game we played in the qualifying rounds, we were 3-0 up and then only won the game 3-2. 2 goals for Hibs here gets them back in the game, so I'm reluctant to make too many tactical changes. But I will bring Stefan Djukanovic on. And I will bring on for Vukancic Batione. Okay. Benedict, glad you've been enjoying the videos. Much appreciated. Glad to have you here for a stream as well. As we're 15 minutes away from making the Conference League phase. We've held on well here. There was a bit of a worry, really, when Hibs started scoring goals. But we did the business in the first leg. We won 4-2 away from home. We've not been quite as clinical here, but if we can score a goal right now to make it 3-2 on the night, to put a green circle on the fixture list, that would just make things feel sweeter, wouldn't it? £2 million we're going to get in just 5 minutes' time when the full-time whistle is done. We just have to see the game out. Capanadze on an 8.4 rating, by the way, has played brilliantly today. Will just now take a week to recover from his work. Ball cleared. Out to the far side, Capanadze needs another assist here to get a 10 rating potentially. Isn't going to get it like that. We hold on to possession there with Hertz. Back towards Victor. Victor finds Trusa. It might be going to VAR, this goal, though. They reckon Trusa might have been offside. But his 8th goal in the qualifying rounds is confirmed. We win 3-2 on the night. 7-4 on aggregate. I've skipped the replay and we've gone straight to a highlight. Okay. Could there be another goal in this? Is Capanadze going to find Trusa for his hat-trick? Trusa waiting. Cleared. Only as far as Vaquero. Vaquero to Hertz. Hertz to Gruber. There's Viktor Djukanovic. He wanted a goal off the bench. He's got his goal off the bench. He's made it 4-2 on the night. Did anyone guess 4-2? I think someone did guess 4-2 in the chat. Someone did guess 4-2. Koksu, 11:34, guessed 4-2. And he is fully correct with another 4-2. 8-4 on aggregate. We've done it. We set out a goal to reach the Conference League phase, and we thought it looked impossible. But we're here. We've got through the qualifying rounds. We've finished off the job. And we've knocked out some really big teams. Really big teams in the process. And here we are. So we get £86,000 for playing in that. But we should get more prize money arriving very soon when all the Conference League stuff is... There it is. It's already there. Already there. Dunajská Streda given £2.5 million, which takes our overall bank balance up to 3.3 million. Now that is going to help. It's not helped projections much, has it? End of the season, we're expected to be on £500,000. So we need to win games now in the Conference League to try and earn a bit more money. Conference League fixtures have been revealed, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be playing Genk, Rosenborg, Breidablik, FC Noah, and why is the scroll not working? For God's sake. You can this is one thing that needs to be fixed as well. This has ruined the immersion slightly, hasn't it? It shows us the 4 teams. I have got it to work where you can scroll sometimes, but it's not really doing anything here. Look, we'll just look at our fixture list instead. Hopefully that gets fixed too. So, Europa Conference League. Our first game, Genk. Then Rosenborg. Then Breidablik. Then FC Noah. Strasbourg. And Legia Warsaw. Strasbourg is going to be tough. That's the toughest game by far. The other 5 are winnable, you know. The other 5... Genk's going to be quite tough, actually. Genk's... Actually, Rosenborg as well. Maybe... Strasbourg, for sure, will lose. Strasbourg will lose. FC Noah and Breidablik will win. Legia Warsaw, we might get a draw against them. We're away at Legia Warsaw. We are home against Genk, so that's an advantage. But Genk and Rosenborg will be tough. It'll be interesting to see how we get on there. It'll be really interesting to see how that works out, I think. The Chelsea B team, of course. Yes, the Chelsea B team. So if we actually look at the Conference League in general, who's in this then? Who are the big teams in this? You've got Mainz, Aberdeen, AZ. So Mainz will do quite well. Banik, Bram, Breidablik, and this team from Montenegro that I cannot pronounce. I don't think any of those would be too worried about. Crystal Palace, of course. They'll be tough. Dinamo Minsk, us, Midtjylland. Midtjylland do quite well. Noah, Ferencvaros will do quite well. Fiorentina, Kairat Almaty. Not in the Champions League in this one, obviously. Fredrikstad from Norway. Hajduk Split, they'll do alright. Iberia. I can't see this team from Poland. All this team from Lithuania. Egnatia from Albania. Genk, Warsaw, Levski Sofia, Lugano, Maccabi Haifa, Maribor, Olympiana. Panathinaikos will do well. Never heard of Police before, actually, to be fair. RFS, Rijeka, Rosenborg, Shelbourne, Strasbourg. So I think we've got enough about us to make the knockouts. I don't think we're the 25th best team in this. I think we will make the knockout rounds. I'm very confident about that. I do think we've got a great chance of doing that. I reckon we'll do alright there, you know. I think we'll be okay with that. I feel very happy with it. Excellent. Right, I'm going to save the game. And then we'll have a little play around on the updated beta. Let's just quit game and exit. And then we'll update the game on the beta track. Manage downloads. Oh, maybe I've got to quit Steam first. Exit Steam. And then we'll give it a go, shall we? And just see what it's kind of like. See if what they've changed. Because they said there was a few UI bits, right, that they changed. Did we say? If I can find where I was on this. Have I got to reopen my closed tabs? Reopen closed tab. That's Prison Leopards. Oh, there we go. Got it. Let's open Steam again. So there were a few UI bits, I'm sure they said. Oh, now Steam's opened again. Great. Manage downloads. Football Manager. Download that now. UI. So, oh, UI just seems to bring up like recruitment. Okay. Maybe I've got to type in user interface. Yeah, further polish and refinement done to the user interface. So, who knows what that actually means or not? I don't know. Random question, Tom, but do you have to make... but when you make your videos, how do you decide what matches to record and talk about or pick them in advance? So often, when I'm doing it, like, you know, if we're talking about a specific player, for example, I'll record the goals that... from the games that he has scored in, for example. So that's kind of what it is a lot of the time. If I'm talking about as winning, I'll just pick out the wins or random wins. There's not a whole lot of thought that goes into it unless I'm talking about someone specifically, for example. Or the specific teams that we want to talk about. You know, say we're a low team, we've just beaten a Premier League team in the Cup, for example. We're going to talk about that kind of stuff. So it kind of depends on context a lot of the time and things like that. But there's not a huge amount of massive thought process that goes into it. Just depends on what we're talking about at the time in the video. Cool. Right, game is loaded up again. Let's go back into the game. Excellent. Right, so here we are. There should be refinements made to the user interface. Is this one of them? No. I thought they'd be able to show all 6 teams here. No, apparently not. RIP. Angry Ginger's doing well in the jungle. That's good to know. I'll be honest, I don't really see any of I don't know what they mean. Without giving me examples of what to look for in the user interface, I don't really know what's going on. So I can't really tell you if it feels better or not. They said something about frame rates, though, didn't they, in the match? Frame rate. Oh, it's just locked to... It does say 60, but I can't change it. If I go to custom... Ah! Oh, okay. Well, automatic, that will go higher than 60, won't it, right? Render scale 100%. What does this mean? Render scale? Chat, does anyone know? If I just put everything on high here. Now, I'm ashamed to say this. Render scale scales your resolution. Oh, so if I go to 75%, that's done nothing to this. Oh, I thought that would zoom me out on here a little bit. It's not done that. I guess that would be in the match itself, right? Anti-aliasing, whatever it is called. What does this do? Choose the anti-aliasing level to use. What does that actually do? Render scale's been there for a bit as match engine only. So how do I get the very best quality? Everyone hates anti-aliasing, so I should not turn it on then. It releases it. I don't actually know what it does at all. I've not a clue. Keep it at 100%. Okay. So if I go to 200%, it's not going to make the game look nicer, is it? Or if I go the other way, I don't know. I'll leave it on 100%. I don't want to touch things that I don't understand. I don't want to break things. Smooth as the edge of stuff, basically. Oh, so I want the smooth edges then. Smooth edges sound nice to me. I want nice smooth edges. Hi. Confirm. We'll give it a go and see what it looks like, shall we? We'll just continue playing the game and just see what go on for a little bit. I've still got to make this coffee table at some point, so we won't go on for too much longer. But yes. Right, okay. Anti-aliasing is the smoothness of the image. Interesting, okay. I think I can remember. Why can't they just call it smoothing then? Why have they got to give it a fancy name? Just call it smoothing, right? You can try render scaling the game engine, but personally makes me look makes it way too strange and lags me out. Okay, we'll test it out in the next match, shall we? Right, if we go to recruitment then. We've got more players that are keen to sign for us now. Now, this fella here that we were very keen on before, have your wage demands changed? Now, if I knew what you wanted beforehand, we'd know. You wanted something like 7 grand, didn't you? I can't remember what the club want, though. I don't think the club wanted anything outrageous. £100,000. Oh, they want something outrageous. I think we've only got £250,000, that's it, and they want more. After league appearances, 50 game. Let's just try and bring this. Do I want to spend this much money on this guy? I just want to test it out, his contracts, before anything else. Let's give him. You can have 25,000 there. And 15%. Oh, okay, I just want to like test the game out. Make sure you change it before you enter the game, as those settings can't be edited mid-match. Okay, I might do some testing off camera then for it. You're about to leave the club. Great, get out of here. We don't want you here anymore. Scouting is finished on a few more players as well, which is handy. Lower level, lower level, lower level, lower level. Okay, oh, you're decent second division. I thought there might be some better youngsters. I mean, I guess if you're a really good young player, you're playing in the Slovakian first team, aren't you? Not the under-18s. Men's team, main squad. Insert column, general, age. Who's young? You are, but you're a Feyenoord, so you're... okay, well, we're not going to be able to sign those players, I'm afraid. Recruitment player database. Right. Who is available right now? That's not like 38. I'm going to set the max age to 30. And we've got a Georgian right back here for £180,000. He's got a bid on him from Groningen Mechelen Heracles. So you're probably quite good then. With 72 caps for Georgia. We play fullbacks, not wingbacks, though. His passing's not bad. Because the right back we've currently got is Georgian. And he's Georgian, but he has got an EU nationality. If we go to personal, Polish nationality as well. So that would be quite good. But it's attackers we need to focus on, isn't it, Tom? Stop just seeing the best play you can find and just look at attackers instead. We looked at this guy, didn't we? And he was not keen to talk to us about his contract so much, was he? He wanted a load of money per week, didn't he? Have you forgiven us for... Oh, he has forgiven us. Squad player. Okay, regular starter. Yeah, he's like halved his wage demands now. Halved his wage. I mean, it's still very high, and I'm not very keen to pay these wages for a player that we're not going to use all that much. But his wage demands have been halved. So that's obviously clearly something from the updates. Yearly wage rise. I mean, it's not going to work out, this is it. £2,500, I would do that. He wants 3.5. 2.5. 2.5. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, he just needed a bit of convincing. £2,500. Also, Bliskin7, thank you very much for the Prime over on Twitch. Much appreciated. Well, I'll happily take you for £2,500 to play, sort of covering everywhere on the left-hand side of the pitch, actually, which is very handy to have. But you will also be quite good on that left-hand side. Not really as an inside forward, because you've got no right foot at all. But with 14 finishing, 11 composure and 14 pace, you probably could do a job, to be fair. So that's another attacker coming in that is going to be handy for us. We can now do with a... Oops. A centre mid. Oh, we did put the bid in for him, didn't we? Of £250,000. I mean, we could just do it, you know. We could just do it. He is good. I mean, let's compare him, right, to Dioro. Oro, sorry, not Dioro. Oro. Attributes. Oh, he's better than Oro. He is better than Oro. And Oro's the best we've got. So, okay, he would be worth it. Let's bring him in for that sort of money. It's a lot of money to spend. Have we? We've not actually not got that money. We'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. He wanted a big wage though, didn't he? He wanted like £7,000 or £8,000 in wages, didn't he? So we'll see if that actually fixes itself. 2 players called up for international duty. Who are they? Who's the internationals then? Oh, Oro and Bationo for Ivory Coast and Togo. Okay, right. Contract negotiation. He did say previously £7,000 to £8,000 a week. Does he still want that as an important player? Yes, he does. We can't afford that. We can do your 5, fella. We can do your 5. And we can't... Okay. If you've got to have a release fee clause, that's the max it can go to. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, RIP. RIP. I wasn't prepared to absolutely ruin the club financially to bring him in. Maybe I should have been. Maybe I should have been. Ah, no, we're doing all right this season. We're doing okay, aren't we? We're doing okay. With 5 wins from 5, 16 goal difference. It's all going well for us. Right, Leandro Felipe is going to leave the club shortly, isn't he, on his loan spell? So let's go back to manage team lineup, use selection 1. There's quite a few players quite tired after all of that. So let's get Capanadze off for Yappy. Vaquero is coming off here for Barrow. And then we want Ramadan off the pitch as well for Djukanovic. Hertz is going to come off here for Blasco as well. And then we've got 1, 2, 3... Oh, Capanadze on the bench. Let's get Capanadze off the bench for Stefan Djukanovic, so we can bring him on at some point probably. And yes, I believe we are... Oh, Vukancic needs to come on, doesn't he, as well? So we'll swap him over and we'll do that. I need to save the team lineup with him actually in it, don't I, at some point? But there we go. We've got a code to make FM26 cheaper. Yes, check the description on YouTube. Fanatical is still there. It's not as cheap as it was during the beta, but you still get a discount with my code there as well. Right, let's go to the match and see what all this anti-aliasing does. Let's see if things look really smooth and nice. And what our frame rate is as well. That'd be interesting. I think we've got it to automatic, so that might be unlimited. Who knows? It looked quite smooth. I don't know how I see it. If I use NVIDIA, I don't think you can see this. On this NVIDIA, stats, frame rate. My frame rate is 76. Oh, I can see it at the top. I don't think you can see that. You can't see it. I'll update you on the frame rate. It's 86 right now, frames per second. And things look nice and smooth. The anti-aliasing, I mean, I can't tell the difference if I'm honest with you. I presume it's working quite nicely. Honestly, I think this is now to me. I know you guys be watching it. Maybe actually, I think you guys are watching this in 30 frames per second. Actually, I don't think I've got 60 FPS stream turned. No, I don't. So you're watching this in 30 FPS, but to me, you can't. You also can't see my FPS counter. I've got 77, 76 frames per second right now, and it looks noticeably smoother as well. Actually, I will give it that. So that's very handy. That's good to know. I mean, if it's a game that frame rate is important in, it's not Football Manager. As by the way, we have just I think this is the first time since we've started this save that we've gone behind in a game. What did I tell you about the update? What did I tell you about the update? I'm so glad we played that Hibs game before the update, because clearly it's ruined our team. If you're interested as well, I'm up to 120 frames a second right now as well, when we're not in the 3D match engine. So if you love watching these dots move around in 120 frames a second, then you're going to love this update. What I don't love is the fact that we are not winning. I have specifically requested that we win this game. And Zemplin, who by the way were having a very good start to the season, they were matching us for wins until they dropped off just a little bit, didn't they? So this is theoretically the other informed team in the league that we're playing against right now, and they are doing a better job against us than everyone else has. And they're on the attack once again, getting round us. Abdul Musa, low cross, just wide of the mark. Maybe we need to make a couple of changes here early in the second half. The good news is Slovan Bratislava are still losing as well. They're 1-0 down to Spartak Trnava. So as long as Slovan Bratislava don't catch us up, I think we've got enough about us to go through the whole season. But I'm so happy they're playing terribly. It's making my life so much easier. Post-update slump, terrible, isn't it? We've not even seen us have an attack yet, have we? Taylor Hart brings the ball forwards now for Zemplin. Get the ball into the middle. Cleared. And Djukanovic now looks to bring this one forwards. This is where the counter is. He's put it over the top to Trusa. Trusa is offside. The flag went up. That's the real shame. Paušek with a free kick here with 10 seconds to go until half time. If we concede right now, I'll be so frustrated. Luckily the shot's way over the crossbar. Oh yeah, when the real name fix has to, like when they do an update and it, yeah, that does make sense, because you have to do the real name update like every time there's an update basically. So yes, that makes sense. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed with you. Right, I'm also going to get rid of this frame rate counter, because if I can work out how to do it, because that clearly works. Which is good. There we go, turn it off. Excellent. I don't need it anymore. It's flipping annoying. It is annoying, but it's just how the game is like programmed and works, isn't it? Just have to copy and paste a few files over. That's all it is, isn't it? But we are struggling in this game, aren't we? We can't end the stream with a loss. We need to get a win here. So I think what we're going to do here is bring Stefan Djukanovic on. Although Mateta Pepper's played quite well, actually, so maybe we shouldn't do that. What we will do is we'll take... Well, Gaggo is going to come on. Gruber's going to come off for Redzic as well. Oro's quite tired, so we're going to bring on Taboli there as well. And Nemec not the great... Neither centre back having a good game, to be fair. Lemanic is going to come off, though, for Bationo. Confirm a change. Well, that's not gone well, has it? That's not gone well. Now we've really got our backs against the wall. The moral of the story, everyone, is do not update your game. Do not update your game. Invincible dreams are over. We'll have an invincible season one day. As Barrow puts the ball into the middle. Cleared only as far as Taboli, whose effort is saved by the keeper. I'm going to get more attacking here as well. See if that changes anything for us at all. Oh, I like this now. Look. You know who's got a yellow card now. Because beforehand you had no idea who's on yellow cards in these situations. Now you do. That's quite good. That's a nice little change as well. Djukanovic plays the ball through to Mateta Pepper. Mateta Pepper, though. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we're talking. We've switched to attacking. We're scoring goals. Djukanovic plays a great, perfectly timed ball through. The left back really just giving him all the time in the room to beat the defender there. A draw will bring back the dream of Invincibles. But I'd rather see us win the game and go, what, like 5 or 6 points clear at the top? As it stands right now, we'll be 2 points clear. If we end up winning, yeah, we'll go quite far clear, won't we? So Barrow bringing the ball forwards. Blasco on the yellow card. Gives the ball away. Here comes Zemplin down the far side of the pitch, and this man is just having the... Yeah, it's clear cut as well. It's clear. I'm surprised there's not been a card given out there. I'm surprised there's not been a card given out. Bartels, come on. We need you to make a massive save here. He does as well. Come on, Bartels. That's my goalkeeper. That's my man. What a fella. Maidu brings the ball forwards here, and we've got 13 minutes or so to get ourselves back in this game. Redzic not doing very well since coming on. Blasco's not had a great game. I think we might have to take him off in a minute actually as well. I think Hertz needs to come on to just try and do something. He's the creator. Excuse me. The creator of the side, isn't he? Mateta Pepper tired. Oh, we've made all the subs now anyway, so we can't bring him on anyway. Okay, Mateta Pepper's got to see the game out. He did get the goal, to be fair. Instructions. Let's go for some more direct passing. Let's get on the counter straight away. Let's not play through the press. Let's bypass the press. Let's distribute to the target forward. Just go long with all these goal kicks. Be more expressive. Let's just try and do something here at the end here. Try and a bit of individual brilliant magic to try and conjure up something. But unfortunately, as the clock ticks down. After everything that we've done, qualifying for Europe, thrashing Slovan Bratislava, thrashing Žilina, thrashing Spartak Trnava, it's Zemplin of all teams that end our winning streak and move themselves into second place in the table. Fair play to them. We weren't good enough today. We've got to improve on that. Oh, the update. The update has killed, and that's what I'm blaming it on. I'm blaming it on the game update. Horrendous. Oh, well, that's annoying, isn't it? So this shortcut would ordinarily take me to the... It says fixture schedule. Now it's just taking me to the calendar. That's a little bit annoying, isn't it? It'll be okay. That's the downside of this update, clearly. That's just maybe not working as it's intended. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from the update so far. So, as you can see, what an incredible start to the season that we've had. Through all those European qualifying rounds, beating Shakhtar Donetsk 4-2, Hibs 8-4 in aggregate, Žilina, Slovan Bratislava, Spartak Trnava. We've beaten all the sides in the top 3 last season. But it's Zemplin who stop us. We have got one more week of the transfer window, and actually international break as well. So the transfer window will finish before we play Comano in the next stream. And I think a few players need to be brought in that time. We've got deals on the table for Zayed El... Why do I sign players that I can't pronounce? We've got a contract over there with this guy. Hopefully we'll try and get a couple more coming through as well, which would be decent. As it stands right now in the league table, which I now can't click on from this screen as well. That's also frustrating. As you can see from the league table, we are top, 5 wins, 1 loss, 18 goals for, 3 against, 15 points on the board. Our theoretical biggest rivals, Žilina, bottom of the table. Slovan Bratislava, 6 points in 10th place in the table, 9 points behind us. And Spartak Trnava are right there in 4th place, catching us up a little bit as they won and we lost. So, next stream, I believe, is going to be on Tuesday next week. We're going Tuesday, Thursday at the moment. We will switch to Mondays eventually from Tuesdays. We could do something this weekend potentially, but I think I've got a lot of work to do this weekend because I'm away for a little bit at the end of next week. And then a few weeks later, Laura and I are going to Bahrain to see her parents. So I think this weekend, while she's away, I will just be hammering some YouTube stuff. So I don't think we'll do a stream this weekend, but we could do. I'll let you know. Keep tabs on the YouTube because it'll be scheduled on there as well, so you can keep tabs on there when they are scheduled. I've had a lot of fun playing tonight. I think it's going really well. I'm looking for... Yeah, don't forget the coffee table. I'm going to do that in a second. Don't you worry. I'll have a beer and do it. That'll be good fun. And I watched Starting 5, that basketball show on Netflix. I watched the first series, really enjoyed it. So second series is out now. I watched that as well. So if I don't speak to you guys beforehand, have a lovely weekend. There'll be a video coming out this weekend on Monday, one of the two. It depends on a few things. So look forward to that video. It's been good fun to make, actually. I've quite enjoyed doing it, to be fair. It's a Sangalo sponsored one, actually. So it's quite a fun challenge. Which should be good fun. So I will see you all next week on stream, at the weekend in a video, and I'm sure I may be tweeting about bits on the football over the weekend as well. So hopefully see you across different platforms and have a lovely weekend. Lots of love to you all. Cheerio. Goodbye.